It's the Villains Talk Show One Shot Sundays with C4, Zara Vike, Insaniac, Sir Jeremy, and a great Grease Goblin. Hello and welcome to the Villains Talk Show. I am one of your hosts, C4. As always, I am accompanied by my lovely co-hosts, Sarah Vike, Grease Goblin, the faceless Insaniac today, and the ever enigmatic Sir Jeremy. And today we're doing One Shot Sundays, Part 2. Part 2, that's right.
Where we left off last week.
I know, we're supposed to do one-shots on Sundays, but we're villains, so fuck you. We're gonna do a one-shot Part 2. So, whatever.
Yeah, it's a two-shot.
It's a two-shot!
We're the villains take over.
No.
As always, we always do a show on Sundays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays is our talk show. Sundays is our one-shots. If you want to be on the show, if you want to join us, just follow us and comment, then we'll bring you on. It's just kind of what we do. Just to get us caught up, usually Sir Jeremy is our DM, but he's taking a break these couple weeks. 3 weeks, because I'm doing next week. And we have Insaniac leading us through hell. If you don't know what happened, there is a 2.5 hour stream that you can watch after this one.
Catch up on
before this one.
It's also on
watch the
YouTube.
VOD, and this will be a VOD too.
There's also
I will
YouTube.
give a bit of a breakdown. But...
if you ever want to watch our past shows, The Villains Talk Show on YouTube. Just look up The Villains Talk Show. I put them all on YouTube. I'm horrible at editing, I know. So hopefully one day I'll get good at it.
I don't have time to edit it much myself.
And if you want to watch Insaniac stuff, it's twitch.tv/Insaniac. His name is
For YouTube.
His name is around. And yeah.
Stuff.
Last week we didn't have Grease Goblin, so he'll introduce his character in a bit. But I guess we should just go over real quickly what our characters
to kind of recap, we had you guys all kind of met up. You guys found a vehicle that you kind of got working. You killed one of the mechanics that were set close to help you build that vehicle, and you left off to a fight that was supposed to win Mad Maggie some money with the elephant.
And I have an elephant.
With the elephant, she convinced to let you have for now, and hopefully bring back some memories.
So I guess we should each say what our characters are. We'll start with Sarah. If you want to remind everyone what your character is.
You always pick me first. I'm not sure why.
Because
why, John?
Ladies first.
Ah, I see. Well, I am a bard named Bee, and I am a human, and I have a guitar, and I like to play it, and I like to yell at people, and I wear a dark band t-shirt and ripped jeans and dark shoes. That's me.
Sarah's our wholesome character builder of our D&D.
Thank you.
So wholesome.
It always seems to be some way like that. I am a fat clown who may or may not be really closely, if not exactly directly ripped off of a very famous game series from PlayStation. And I've tried to make our car into an ice cream truck, and I am just a bloodthirsty murderer. Yay, murder hobos! Murder clown hobos.
Welcome to the murder clowns.
And then I guess it leaves Sir Jeremy.
I am a paladin from a Black Knight Order of Bane. Whose whole being in life is to just be a jerk and to treat those as they should be, lesser than him.
Can I just point out that, just so everyone knows out there, when we built our characters, me and Sarah just kind of built our characters with ideas, and Sir Jeremy comes with his character idea, and he's like, "Oh no, My character's completely grounded in reality. Like, and he's got this, and he's because he's part of this, it actually works. And I'm sitting here like, damn. This is why it's always scary to play with a DM.
Very few words for quite a bit of details.
I know.
Right? This is why you guys intimidate me.
I mean, that's pretty easy. Come on, Sarah. That's pretty easy.
Depends on what we're talking about.
So you guys are driving this like broken, jagged metal, kind of like fur-lined, half-broken truck of sorts that has customized a couple of like speakers that's been together, a flamethrower, and a cannon that Sweet Tooth has affixed to the roof that he's hanging out on. He's scarred a bit of his arms from trying to go up there from some goop that kind of like dripped down through the roof. But otherwise, he's fired and ready to go for battle. Guys are bumping around. And you're moving towards what looks like pretty close, a number of different like towers that are lined up with a couple of vehicles that are kind of driving around a circle of sorts. Just doing a few things. They're not really like, they don't look to be like a combat, but they're just kind of driving around, killing some time. And Sarah's in the driver's seat currently.
Were we not just about to enter combat last time?
You're on the way.
Didn't John already shoot him?
No, we were ready to go there, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then once I
didn't
set up
start the encounter yet because that was gonna be.
Once I set up my cannon on the top, I would go back in and get back on the harpoon.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to put my because I'm a tinkerer, so I wanted to put my cannon up there because I can use it as a bonus action to shoot things.
Just give me a general dex check to see if you can avoid that black goop again if you're trying to. If you're not,
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Would I? I don't think I would care.
Okay.
I don't think I really.
Okay, well,
right? Like
You don't want to keep your clown exterior looking pristine?
Do you know Sweet Tooth? I
actually can't say that I do.
Sarah, thank you for that. No, the answer would be no. The answer would be he wouldn't give a fuck. He would just climb down.
Well, roll for me a Constitution save, then, please.
Oh, I'm good at those. 19.
You gotta be good at something.
Okay. Yeah, you seem to like pretty much touch it with your arms for the most part. As you just grab and drop yourself down. Doesn't really seem to affect you, to be honest.
Giant angry clown, and then I'd get back on the harpoon.
Okay, you guys are all sitting in the front. When you get down, you kind of take a look around. You see, like, if you could roll a perception check for me to some degree.
My passive perception is higher than what I just rolled.
Fair enough. You see,
I'll take my passive.
You see, like, a tiny little red hat stick out from behind, like, the, one of the, like, the slits of metal, and then just kind of poke his head back down behind. He looks pretty small. It doesn't look like he was doing anything. He just kind of was, like, looking out.
Does it look like a child?
Not so much a child. It looked like one of those red hat people that you saw moving the van before.
Oh,
you kind of all, like, shot on.
Who cares? Sweet Tooth is ready to murder.
So, Sarah, I'm going to need you to roll a dex check for me. See how well you're driving. Because this wet landscape is very, like, bumpy and jagged.
15.
And you've never really driven.
Driven.
I do have the proficiency in land vehicles. Do I do anything with that?
I think that'll add your proficiency bonus to your roll.
Okay.
What skill is that you get a proficiency to vehicles?
It's the folk hero background.
It was background.
What?
Yeah.
For, like, arts and other things.
Yeah, I had no idea when I took it that would give me that, but hey, useful.
Yeah.
So
I was
18.
hoping somebody would get something like that, to be honest.
Great.
Right? It's 18 in Zaniac.
18, alrighty. Yeah, you seem to be doing pretty good here.
That seems too high. I can't count, it's 17.
Okay. Yeah, as you drive, you pretty much go over this like very high kind of like ledge, but you see like there's ground fair enough beneath it, but it's a big bumpy kind of like landing, but it doesn't affect you guys too much. Like you guys are all kind of like set up inside. Um, uh, Caden, I'd like you to roll a dex check for me as you're rudely waking up.
A dex check, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
With a disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so the first one is 5. So 5.
Yeah, you like are lying kind of in the back, like, but you have like one of these red hat kind of like looking like people kind of looking at you as you bump up, and this thing like bumps up too and goes up into the roof and almost like through a hole that you don't really notice, but you like shift and fly and fall on your ass, and it's very uncomfortable. And you're like, oh fuck, like that shit. And you were just taking a nap like a second ago. All of a sudden, you're in this bumpy ride vehicle. Roll a perception check. Actually, everyone roll a perception check to some degree.
Wow. Again, my passive perception is higher than what I just rolled. I should just stick with passive perception.
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
I got a 14.
I got a 10, because that's passive.
13.
13. Okay. Sarah, you hear some commotion. It's kind of like hard to tell if it's coming from in or outside the Thundergreek because you're driving. And it's pretty loud. This vehicle. It's not like a quiet car. It's like running through the.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would expect that.
Hayden, you see as you look up, you see like what looks like 3 figures kind of operating this vehicle. One person in a chair, kind of facing forward, and you see all this like it's like a giant kind of like cage helmet with many different slots for like windows.
Don't forget the music.
And you see this different hellscape going by, and you see like this. You see the clown on the left side, and the armored kind of like guy on the right, and this girl kind of like with longer hair, kind of sitting in the middle seat.
A
You see this golden floating elephant kind of like flying in there, just kind of over the shoulder of the girl.
And a music. And he hears the music.
Yeah, you hear music of like.
And
That was
just
beautiful.
keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going.
To war.
Okay. This is something to walk into.
Mm-hmm.
To war! Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Yeah, you hear them shouting like all ready for battle and shit. Like except for Sarah, she's just like driving the car kind of quietly while this like elephant is floating over her shoulder.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay. Hey, man. You know what you need? You need a little boost, man. I say this to the clown.
I'd say you guys kind of hear this. Like he's fairly loud. You're only the only ones in the vehicle. Sarah hears it probably more clear than
Clown, we have a stowaway. Kill it.
I look back and go, what is that?
I start.
And you turn around and you see Caden. If you could describe yourself.
Of course. So, what you see before you is a grayish blue tiefling with tentacles for hair and these very nice black robes with green spiders embroidered on them, as well as what looks like an eye patch for no apparent reason.
Well, obviously
So
there
just
would
as
be
a note,
reason.
Caden, you don't have.
I guess
You just
because
have.
there's
You just
two
have
eyes.
kind of basic
Wow.
starting equipment and silver
Oh, yeah.
weapons.
Yeah,
Just so you know, your weapons are
Yeah.
silver for combat stuff.
the robes are just like fancy clothes.
Yeah, no, I just
Some
say you don't have
like,
like
yeah,
magic.
spies.
Your other magic items from before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
Caden.
I scream, what is that?
Hey, that's not very nice, man.
I turn around, and when you look at the clown, you notice that he doesn't have a fated face. He has a literal mask belted to his face that's in a permanent smile. His hair's on fire, and he's not wearing a shirt. He's wearing suspenders with a bunch of tattoos. He looks like he just came back from an ICP concert. And he's carrying it looks like literally like
Kind of on your back right now because you're operating a harpoon.
But on his back, you see a giant, jagged piece of metal that looks like it's been sharpened. Literally, looks like someone ripped a piece of metal off a car.
It's like
and sharpened
comparative
it.
to the broken metal around in this landscape. It's like it looks like a lot finer, a lot more shinier and silvered.
And like someone sharpened it, like
Not like the black, like kind of like iron, like rusted kind of look of the cars.
Okay. I just stare.
I would stand up and pull out my piece of metal. Say
Roll a
nothing.
perception check as well.
I'm really bad
I
at
roll
these.
one more time.
Holy crap! 10 perception. We're going with. I just from now on, when you ask me for perception checks, I'm just going passive. That's the fourth bad roll in a row.
Passive is not the same as rolling a perception check.
Well, then I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Just
You're
give me
too- yeah, you're
passive
too focused
perception,
on Kate.
please.
Passive is when like you're not. I don't need you to roll for it. I just need to know your number.
Yeah, I'd rather stick with that.
It's not exactly always the same. Sarah, Jeremy,
Jesus.
perception checks.
14 again.
Okay.
Unperceptive as always. I got an 8.
Oh my god, we're both really not
None of us are
perceptive.
really paying attention.
No,
to
I'm staring at the weird blue tiefling, and why are you not killing it?
You kind of like you slightly see movement over its shoulder, Jeremy. Sarah, you see what looks to be like a couple little of those red hat people that were moving the vehicle before, just kind of like poking out of the metal, like looking on.
Weren't they attacking us?
Before they were just moving the vehicle, they weren't attacking it.
Oh,
They were picking it and moving it as its alarm went off.
Kill him! He's allied with the Red Hats. We must destroy them all.
Whoa, man. Like,
You do remember
I've
seeing
never
some of the
seen
red
those
hats
before.
with Maggie, but not like a lot of them. Like,
You're
just
telling
maybe
this to a
two.
murder hobo clown?
I'm just saying you remember seeing them earlier. That's all.
I'm gonna point and yell, "What are those?"
I just...
Yeah, I mean, they're slightly more focused on Sean, but they kind of see him.
Can I, like, kick over Sean?
I mean, yeah, you can walk up to him and roll an
Just
attack.
kick him in the fucking chest and go kill the Red Hats? It'll be very cathartic for other reasons.
I know, right? I would love to
I
kill
really
Sean.
want to...
As you kind of run up and kick Sean, I don't know how he processes that. You gotta roll an attack though.
Combat
Are
boot.
you still sitting on the ground?
Is that what this weird, smelly tiefling's name is? Sean?
I can...
I don't understand why everybody's so angry.
I'm gonna say that no one really knows his name until he says it.
Yeah.
Did you
No
say?
one knows.
No, I haven't said it yet.
But I know that description from anywhere.
Right?
I don't know what you're
For
talking
reference, Sean is a character we played with before. I attempted to kill him, but sadly, John's character revived him.
There's a lot. Let's just
He
move
died
beyond it.
again.
So I kick this guy in the chest to the ground, and I pull out my jagged piece of metal and just gleefully laughing in my low voice, and I just keep laughing as I get close to these red hat things.
Roll an attack first to see if you hit him.
Oh, okay.
Are you still sitting on the ground, Cade?
No.
No, okay. Just regular attack, though.
rolled.
He's probably poisonous. Be careful.
I'm just using a boot, so wouldn't it just be plus my athletics?
It would just be your strength mod.
Oh, so 15.
No athletics. 15?
Does not hit.
And you got a kick, and it just like kind of sidesteps a little bit. When you kind of say kill the red hats, you see like a few of the head. One of the red hats pulls out like a little like tool, like wrench. And he says, "We fix," and there's another one that says, "We have things broke. We fix."
I never said kill them. I just started
You did.
laughing.
You said kill the red hats.
No, I started laughing and started going towards them and going, That's all I did. So
Well, either way, they still pop their heads up to say, "We fix."
can I grab one?
They're a little bit away, but you can walk over and grab one if you
I'm
like.
going to walk over and grab one.
Sean, do you want to give an opportunity to
Are these
attack?
Kenku?
No, they look like little red hat, like gnomes, kind of almost.
They're red
They're
caps.
smaller than gnomes, but they're like little like hunched over like fake creatures with red hats and
Yeah,
like
they're
large
red caps. I know. What
and like suspenders.
I don't need to lay an attack yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Clown, make one prove his worth and eliminate the other.
They're really small.
Can I?
Only the strong will live.
Can I grab one?
One of them must be stronger than the other.
I'm gonna try and grab one.
Okay. Roll grab check.
I figure if we have any other mechanics problems, we'll make the tiefling do it.
What's that
You can
plus? What's the plus?
What'd you get?
I rolled an 18. But what do I plus to that?
That was your strength mod grapple check.
Strength mod, so plus 3. So
3
21.
athletics for grapple.
21. Athletics? We're doing athletics. If it's athletics, it's 24.
If it's a grapple, that's athletics.
24.
I thought it was just a basic grapple, but okay.
24.
He would still have the opportunity of acrobatics or athletics to escape. But
Well, he was initiating.
yeah, still. It initiates the contest, right? And defender always gets a choice of acro or athletics, whereas offender gets stuck with athletics.
Well, I rolled a 24. I'm down with that.
So I usually just do strength mod. I don't give him that much bonus.
Well, you're doing it
That's
wrong.
for grapple. That's the standard grapple.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you say you got, John?
I rolled a 24.
24? Okay, yeah, easily enough. Grab one.
Okay. And then
Grab one with the wrench, that was saying.
I'm not
Fix,
trying.
and
I'm not trying to hurt
one of
it.
them, the other two, like, squeak behind, like, different, like, through the metal.
I just try to, and all I want to do is I put them down. So I grab one, and I kind of turn to the other two and go, "Stop hiding."
Yeah, you can roll an intimidation check, I guess.
Ooh, 21.
Very scary.
I have +8 intimidation. I'm a giant scary clown. At least I'm
I'm more
supposed to be.
persuasive than you are
Jeremy.
scary.
I'm supposed to be scary.
When you growl and grumble really loud, one of them, like, squeaks and, like, jumps out, but the other one doesn't seem to come out.
That's fine. When the other one jumps out, I put the other one down beside it, and then I drop my giant piece of jagged metal between them. And I look at them and go, "Fight!"
They say, we fix.
And then I look at them and it's like,
Yeah.
"There's only room for 2 of you. One is
Yeah,
there.
one of you getting your fixed, all right.
3." I look back at the Bane Paladin and look back and go, 3 is too many.
Agreed.
One kind of
I
looks
just
at
shrug and keep driving.
one looks at the other, and then the other one goes.
And I
"Say,
pointed them all, and I'm like, "One of you fix the other one of the other ones."
Just as you go to point, one of them was supposed to say, "We fix," and the other one turns and smacks the other one in the head.
Do they keep fighting? This is a fight to the death.
He knocks the other one out. He just kind of looks at you, he just kind of like shrugs and looks up at you.
I take out like a piece of metal or something, and then I just look at him and point at the other one that's knocked down and go, "Finish him."
Finish? Fix?
Yeah, fix. Yeah. And then I hand him the crowbar, the weapon.
You hand the
I
red
put it into his hand, and I like pat the back of his hand, and I point at the other guy, and fix.
Fix. I also say fix. Fix.
I just nod very
Yeah,
sternly.
man, fix.
Fix. Fix, and he just like raises
See,
his hand. And
even
stabs.
Tiefling says fix.
He raises his hand and stabs the one that's on the ground unconscious.
Perfect.
Yes, fix.
He like shrugs, fix.
I pat him on the back, and I give him a thumbs up.
He just kind of looks like he tilts his head sideways like a dog kind of confused.
I nod and pick up my jagged piece of metal, and just kind of walk away.
I feel like this metal was already like placed in your skin somewhere. You just like pull it out.
Pretty much. That's
like
what I feel like.
shrapnel from like some previous shit.
I kind of imagine my character
His fatal accident.
I literally just figure he just picked up a piece of metal and was like, "This'll work." Doesn't even care. As for the tiefling, as I walk by, I kind of pick him up. I just grab him by the collar and pick him up.
Roll a grab check against Kate.
It's from behind.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Is it athletics?
Yes, for you.
Unnatural 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
What's your mod for Kate? Probably
I got a +2.
I got +3.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely still beat him. You try to grab this guy and he just kind of like ducks out of the way. It seems like he's been used to like a big burly man trying to put his hands on him before.
Wait, how did he beat me?
You gotta relax, man.
Yeah, he beat you.
Clown, you're not good against people your same size. Fight smaller.
I start laughing at that. And I look back at the paladin and go, "You don't even know." And I go back to my...
And then I'll hold out my hand in like a handshake to the tiefling. Name.
Oh, hey, man. I'm Sean. You know, you look like someone who could use a good old-fashioned pick-me-up.
Oh, no.
I don't take anything from you.
You see this like little golden elephant that flies over? She's like, "Hi, how are you?"
Oh, you look thirsty.
Elephant also do not drink.
Not so thirsty, no, but I'm happy to meet you. You seem okay.
I look back over my shoulder and I yell, "Who are you?"
I just said, man. My name is Sean.
Something really satisfying about
My
Sean
name's
being in hell.
Lulu.
The smelly tiefling claims his name is Sean.
I'm B.
Really satisfying about Sean being in hell. I don't know why. It just warms my heart a little.
Now,
I wish I could explain
is
it
the
to the
stuff in the
watchers.
jar come from you, or is that a separate entity?
That's a story for another time, man.
John, I want you to roll me a Constitution save, please.
I'm really... Okay. 17.
Said Sean.
Oh.
Sean.
Oh, Sean. Constitution save? I got a 15.
15, not bad. You, after waking up here, you kind of like, after kind of like getting a sense of things, it feels like very like part like heavy and dark, and you just feels weird. You almost feel like you just need to take a breath, but you kind of like get past it as you're listening to these guys talk. Weird heat wave kind of moment.
Okay. I go to open my jar and start drinking it.
Gross.
Oh my goodness.
Just gross.
See, it's fine, man.
I think the blue one is consuming himself. We should put him on the flamethrower.
Consuming himself? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
And I glance over my shoulder and I see him drinking. What?
Roll a perception check, sir.
What's my perception? 5. 15.
Not bad. Yeah, you look at this drink and it's like kind of like bubbly and oozy, but not like a chemical bubble, but like the occasional like oxygen escaping from it.
I just like scrunch up my nose like, ooh.
Like almost like a slightly too thick yogurt.
Ooh. How do you drink slightly too thick yogurt? Oh.
You know,
He appears to stir it with his finger first.
it's the only way, man.
So
I kind of
gross.
turn around looking at this and go,
Oh, I thought we were done with this. Why?
Oh, welcome to the stage with Sean.
Wait. All of a sudden, my character
Journey
is
is not
super
yet over.
interested. Can it be
Apparently.
made into ice cream?
I thought the same myself until I seen it go down, and now it's knowledge I wish I'd never had. And I've seen some very dark things.
I look back at the tiefling. Does that mean
Yeah,
it can be
Jeremy,
ice
roll like
cream?
a religion check for me.
That is a 11.
It's not too uncommon for people to drink things like strange concoctions,
Oh, I know this.
You've seen
Yeah,
them,
different
so, yeah.
religions drink weird things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but it's because you can tell by the shirt that the Cody's wearing, it has some kind of iconography.
I mean, we're not unknown to drink the blood of our enemies. Like that's a thing within our cults.
Somehow that seems a lot less gross.
Mm.
I agree on so many levels.
No, my character just
Right.
wants to know if he can turn it into ice cream.
Oh yeah, man, that would work so well.
My
I never
kid,
thought of that. You're a genius.
my character starts laughing. We'll give it to all the kids.
Perfect, man. You know what? Here, and I pull out another jar and I hand it to you.
I throw it out the window.
There, I need you to roll me a dex
you're
check
gonna
with
make-
disadvantage, please.
I have no mouth.
Are you making ice cream?
Yes.
I have a mask literally belted to my face. I have no mouth.
I did good.
Really?
No, I can't take off the
21.
mask.
21. Wow.
I'll
22.
send you a picture.
Yeah,
of
as
what
you're
it looks
listening
like.
to the story, you see like a number of broken like vehicles start to kind of like approach to like move out of the way a little bit. You manage to kind of like keep yourself going, but you have to like pay attention to shit. You guys kind of feel the vehicles swerve a little bit, but everything seems to be all
Alright.
good.
I yell over my shoulder, "Hey guys, I think something might be starting soon. We should be ready."
Yeah, as you hear that, you hear and you hear kind of like drive beside you. As you look to your
Give
right, you
that thing a
see
job.
a giant, like a larger kind of vehicle with like these looks like almost large teeth, and you look up and you see Maggie kind of driving beside you with it looks like a bunch of other red hats and like this giant other like weird mishmash like demon devil you saw put together earlier that was kind of dancing around.
Wait, we
which-
have to fight Maggie? I yell that
No.
out. Okay.
Pictures in the
I
Discord.
have a plan, and I turn and I look. Clown, give them the sharp object. We'll send the rat hats over and tell them to
You-
fix.
You hear a shout, "You guys, are you ready, sweethearts? We're gonna win this tournament. Just keep that elephant close."
I've got her.
Are they within 300 feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my bonus action to fire my force cannon that's on top of the truck.
Okay.
Let us sing a song of you to your dark gods.
I rolled.
Aiden recognized the voice of
For a
that.
second,
I
for a second
rolled
I
an
look like I'm going
18
to
to hit.
protest, but then I give up and just start singing it with you.
I rolled an 18 to hit.
Sorry.
That is the team spirit, exactly.
We bring the ice cream.
We bring you war and ice cream.
Caden, or Grease Goblin, the picture's in the Discord, and I rolled an 18 to hit.
Okay. Section.
I was trying to give it to you to make ice cream with. That's all.
Papers. All right. How much damage did you say you got?
It would be 2d10 force.
2d10 force. Okay. And what did you roll to hit?
I rolled an 18 to hit.
You see it kind of like shoot and bounce off some of the shield to some degree, and she's like, "Ah, sweetie, you got to save yourself for the real fight.
Oh.
I'm on fire."
Oh! I just keep laughing.
He's so dumb.
Wait, talk about Sweet Tooth. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just trying to kill everything.
I'm going to yell at Maggie, "Where are we going?"
She points up ahead and just starts kind of cackling, like, and she like starts driving off further ahead.
I guess I do the same.
Yeah, if you look up, you see these vehicles starting to slowly approach to some degree. And
Follow the psychotic woman who has promised us money.
Did she promise us money? I thought she just promised us the elephants.
at this point, it seems kind of vague what she promised you.
Well,
I thought riches were involved. Is
Something
did we
about
break the
money.
elephant? Hey, Cloud, I think you were right. We break the elephant down.
I just
Leave
keep
the
laughing.
elephant
The elephant's like, "Please don't do that.
Not
I'm very
if he's
nice."
gold. We get to melt it down.
You look back at the
Oh, we're
clown.
melting animals now too.
Yes.
You look back at the
Leave the
clown.
elephant alone.
Hey,
3 against 1, you
remember an
lose.
elephant? Or not an elephant,
No.
an animal that was very close to you, no?
I do.
I disagree.
All you hear is
Leave the
laughing.
elephant alone, or I'll crash the car.
Clown, you take care of the small woman, or do I?
He just keeps, my clown
Yeah,
just keeps...
as you get to drive, you hear and as you look up into the sky, you see a few, like, propeller shots kind of exploding in the air, as a number of the other vehicles seem to swerve off in a few different directions. And you see Maggie just kind of laugh and pull off a bit to the right. It looks to drive off to a couple of different, like, other vehicles that seem to be stationary for now.
My character does something he usually he doesn't do, and he says a full sentence. And he yells at the girl at the front seat, "Drive to the thick of it. Let's kill all of them."
I do that.
For one,
Ready.
that is an
Very
amazing.
And then I look
And
back.
as I turn the car that way, you said that I don't need to keep my hands on the wheel, so I'm going to pull out my guitar and start strumming a song, and I'm just going to start yelling out about killing all of them.
I'm gonna.
Which direction are you guys heading towards? Are you heading towards some of the other vehicles, or are you following that, Maggie?
Heading towards the other vehicles.
No, we're heading to the other vehicles. We're gonna go just
All right.
murder things. And then I look at the tiefling and I point at him and say, "You start making ice cream."
Okay, man, I got this. I'm going to use ice storm inside the vehicle.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up so I can check the effect.
I'm also looking it up real quick.
At least he's making ice cream.
Yeah.
I listen sometimes.
Occasionally.
A hail of rock-hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot-high cylinder centered at a point within range. You're gonna do this inside the car?
Yes.
Okay.
I was told to make ice cream, man.
Okay. I need everyone, Sarah included, to make a dex save. Sarah needs to make 2 dex saves. One
Oh
to
my goodness.
continue operating a vehicle while you're pounded with hail. 1 to not take as much damage from that. Sean, I also need you to make a dex save.
Yes.
Unnatural 20.
I also got an unnatural 20.
A 12 and a 16 in that order.
16 is her save for...
Yeah, the 16 is the save, yes.
Okay, well, I mean, that was one she rolled for the save. Okay. The other one is for other things. Jeremy, dex save.
The black bastard is very angry right now.
Woohoo.
I got a 4.
You take that.
You are very angry right now.
Have. Sarah, your vehicle also takes some of this damage.
As it's happening, I yell, "What are you doing?"
You only take half of the damage on the vehicles, like half of... it passed the save, but it also takes half because it has resistance from the armor that you have. So it's only a quarter
Okay.
of it.
Okay.
So the vehicle takes a quarter of the damage, is that what you're saying? And what do I take?
You take half.
Okay.
You take all the damage.
That's
Clown,
about-
get the hatch!
Okay, so
And I go to grab the tiefling.
don't you want to know how much damage everyone takes?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, you should probably still tell us.
Yeah, I'm rolling for it.
Your speed is also halved in the car for the next little bit because there's
Okay.
hailstorm just on the
Great.
outside of the vehicle, so it's kind of covered. Like for the next 20 feet, you're a little slower.
I'm just yelling and screaming, "What are you doing, you
Oh.
idiot? I can't see anything. There's a hailstorm. What?
Suddenly, cold wind just
There's a hailstorm in hell.
All over the
This
vehicle.
is the stupidest thing
The
I've
bastard
ever
gets
heard.
pelted like a bunch of the fucking times.
I'm
The clown was
also a
little bit
mountain-born Goliath, right? So I'm
Oh,
used to
yes,
high
yes.
altitudes and cold climates.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt you so much, but
That's why I'm going for him.
it
And
still pelts you though. Does a few
Hoping
some
we-
damage.
the clown opens the hatch.
Yep. The clown would open the hatch.
As I'm screaming, I actually use vicious mockery on you as well.
Ooh, the elephant takes a good amount of damage.
Oh no!
11 for bludgeoning. And
That's 4d6, right?
yes,
Or sorry, 2d8 and 4d6.
2d8 for the bludgeoning, and then it is 5, 10, 16, 17 cold.
So a quarter for everyone. Kind of gets half. Jeremy has resistance, so he'll have to. Yeah, the vehicles are quartered.
And I use Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage by a d12, and I rolled a 12.
Nice. So you pretty much reduce it to nothing. So,
The
like,
blue
what
one
the-
has lost his seat on the inside. He must sit outside.
Whoa, man, I'm just doing what the clown told me.
Okay, I roll a grapple check and
Unnatural 20 on the grapple.
Gaiden, you get to roll your save.
Okay, I'm just checking something quick to make sure I know what I'm talking about.
The blue step block. Oh wait, that's way back.
Yeah, I opened the hatch. My character's still laughing.
Hold on. Let's see if who gets the roll here.
I got a 10.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure.
As I'm yelling, I'm gonna use vicious mockery on you. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
You're so vicious.
You're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to be good.
Viciously mocking him.
Wait.
Yes.
How are you
wisdom
mocking
save?
him?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm screaming, you idiot! You wouldn't know the
Come
smart
on.
thing to do if you tried.
Make it funnier. Like, come on, you could vicious mockery could be you're just giving someone the finger so hard it does 1d4 damage. It's the
Yeah.
it's the
I am
funniest
past
spell.
level 5. It's 2d4.
Oh my god! So you're giving him 2 fingers. You're like, fuck you! And it hurts his
Pretty much.
soul so hard it does.
And- If he's in my hands, my whole intent is to literally just throw him straight up through the doorway. Not even like throw him off the vehicle, just high enough to like outside.
Alright.
You know,
Yeah,
like
just-
putting the dog outside.
you get to
feet
sit on the
carpet.
roof.
I'm gonna need
He's a tiefling. He's an animal to me.
so yeah, easy enough. John comes over, he opens the hatch.
And it barely did any damage to me, so he peed on my carpet. He could sit
Oh,
outside for a bit and learn what he did.
Roll it like X check for me, John, just to see.
I'm also lawful evil, right? Like, I know a little bit of order.
That's hilarious.
How fast you can open it.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said roll a dex check for me just to see how fast you can open this.
It's.
And I got
Can I
a
add- can I add
22
acrobatics?
athletics to like raise him up over my head.
I rolled a
Yeah.
12. I rolled a 12.
12? Okay. You open it to some degree, and as you open it, you slightly splash that black ooze that's kind of squished in between to some degree.
Okay.
As as Jeremy's lifting up Caden, I need both of you guys to roll Constitution checks for me.
Okay. So I need to roll a wisdom save for Sarah and then a constitution save.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, yeah,
please.
do your wisdom save first, and then we'll do the Constitution save.
I got a 27.
Ugh,
Constitution.
that is unfortunate.
I got a 10 on my constitution.
You got a
And
10.
then for constitution, I got a 18.
18. Alright.
Only Sean rolled this well before.
Thank goodness he didn't.
Okay, well, as as you guys are getting up, you feel this black kind of like goop splash, kind of like briefly across your face to some degree. Caden, you feel it kind of burn up to some degree. It doesn't really seem to bother you too much though, because you're used to all kinds of weird chemicals and shit already. But Jeremy, you feel like this ooze as it splashes into your face, like through your helmet. You feel it kind of like tear up into your skin to some degree as you're raising them up. You feel like something just popped off the side of your head to some degree, I'm gonna get Sarah to roll a perception check to some degree to see what she sees while looking back at they're dealing with this through the hailstorm.
Perception
21.
check. To what degree is she rolling a perception check? Like the 45th?
To see what she sees while she's looking to see what just happened.
But like
21.
Yeah, so as you turn around, you see what looks to be like two dark gray kind of ears fall off the paladin and then start moving around on the ground and start running away.
I scream and say, what is that?
They're slightly too busy trying to throw Caden out, but Jeremy, you hear...
What? Little girl, I can't hear you. Talk louder.
Did you say ears or
Ears,
gears?
ears, like on the side.
Ears.
Yeah.
Ears just fell off of your
And
head.
I continued to bench press him up over my head and then the door.
Do I see these ears?
I just keep yelling, ears!
My world
Roll
is just a
perception
little
check.
dimmer.
What was that?
Roll perception check, John.
Come on. Yes! 21.
21. Yeah. As you look down, you see these two little like grayish colored like round ears, kind of have like tiny little like cilia feet, just moving around underneath you and just kind of crawling around in different directions.
Does Jeremy still have his ears?
Hold on.
Like, are
they appear to be on the ground.
Can I use a cantrip?
And moving around. Sure.
I'm going to use Acid Splash on one of the ears.
What is that, tiny girl? You keep saying we're peers? Not quite.
I point at my ears and I say, on the floor!
Sarah, I need you to roll a dex check for me.
Yes, that is where your tears go, to the floor.
Very good.
10, Andrew.
I'm going to need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
What?
I need you to roll a d20 for me, please.
It's even better, Jeremy, because in our campaign, Sarah's character only has like an 8 intelligence, and I really rub it in.
Oh my gosh!
So you doing stuff like that just warms my heart a little.
I have a 10 intelligence. I'm stupid for you people because I think you deserve it.
Andrew, I rolled a 15.
15? Okay.
15.
Alright, you feel this, as you're driving, you kind of feel like this large as you see this harpoon is kind of shrunk into the front of your kind of like pilot seat almost. Not exactly like at you, but it's hit the front of your vehicle to some degree. And hasn't like broken it, it's not inoperable, but you see this giant harpoon just jump through like the wall to some degree.
Is it like attached to a rope?
No, just like a large kind of javelin. There's no like no chain or anything.
Is there a vehicle within 300 feet of us?
The vehicle took 16 damage. There looks to be a smaller kind of like car of sorts that was similar to what you were driving. It's kind of pulled up on your right to some degree.
Perfect.
You guys can't quite see it from where you're at because you're dealing with other things right now. But Sarah can see it because she's driving the vehicle and she's operating it. You're dealing with acid splash on the ears right now.
Well, I can use my bonus action to shoot my cannon on top of the car.
If you knew this was happening. Right now you're acid.
I yell, guys, let's hurry this up.
Roll your attack on the ears.
You can see through your magical weapon. No, I can turn and see through my cannon and still use it. It attacks as a bonus action.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying right now you're doing your acid splash.
Yeah. So couldn't I like acid splash as that thing hits and just like go into cannon vision and just because that'd be my bonus action and just turn and fire it?
Roll a perception check for me because you're dealing with 3 things at the same time right now. You're trying to keep this hatch open and then you're trying to acid splash ears and then you want to shoot the gun also.
I rolled a
you only see so many things.
I rolled a 16.
16. You can definitely try. Probably with disadvantage, because, like I said, you're...
Deal. I'll roll with disadvantage for my cannon.
But right now, you're doing your acid splash.
Yeah, because that would be my action. Then my bonus action would be firing the cannon. So that works. That works for me. I'm allowed to do that. So the acid splash on one of the ears. Do they have... I don't make an attack, do I?
Pretty sure you do.
With acid
Clown,
splash?
why are you getting sick all upon the... What are those?
Caden, roll a dex check to get out of the... unless you're trying to jump up to the roof, it's up to you.
Hold on.
Do I get an action before I get thrown up into the roof?
After the save.
Okay.
No, the target has to make a dexterity saving throw. I knew I didn't have to do anything.
Okay, they rolled a 1, so it takes all the damage.
It takes...
Yes. Or, well, athletics, or acrobatics.
Okay,
Yeah.
acrobatics, I got us 14.
14? Okay, yeah. You're getting pushed up onto the roof. I mean, as you're getting pushed up onto the roof, you see this vehicle off to the right that seems to have these, like, bug-like looking creatures kind of, like, manning the vehicles, and it looks to be a lot of, like, broken little hands that are just holding onto the sides of the car. Like,
Now you must sit up there and sing the song of his people twice. Once you are done, you may come back inside.
I rolled
What's the
3
song of
acid
his
damage,
people?
by the way.
It's playing loudly. Do 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 do
Yeah,
do
you
do.
can-
As you say that, you suddenly think, like, wait, the music got quieter. This is so weird. I can't hear the music anymore.
The music got quieter.
For Jeremy.
For me.
And you want me to roll disadvantage for my cannon? Just...
Yes.
Okay.
And then after that, we're going to roll initiatives
Okay.
for everybody.
Disadvantage. My cannon gets plus. It's 1 plus my dex. So that's 3. So I rolled a 15 and an 18. So 15.
You see the shot kind of like hit, but like almost like it hits it, but kind of like glances off of the armor to some degree and just shoots off into the sky.
So it does no damage.
No, doesn't hit.
All right. Well then I'd run back. Then yeah.
So yeah, and you look and you see roll your damage for your acid splash. Because you didn't.
I
do
did
that.
3. I did 3 acid.
Oh, did you?
It was 2
Okay.
to 6. And I
Yeah,
rolled
you
3.
easily enough melt one of his ears. The other one is still running around.
Does my hearing get worse?
No. You're hearing. You are deafened.
Oh, he just straight up can't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ringing of war. Bane is telling me I must kill.
I point to Bane and I try to like reach over and like touch him, like try to
trying
get
to
his
reach
attention.
around him?
Can I reach him?
He's a
Trying
little
to
bit
reach
of a wolf,
around and touch him?
You'd have to get off the pilot seat to go touch him, but you can. If you want.
I'll send the elephant to go like touch him.
Trying to reach around the
He's
pilot.
scary. I don't want to touch him.
No, I won't. I'll use my mage hand.
Oh, you're gonna reach around and touch him with your mage hand.
Yes.
So you're gonna use your cast
I'm
mage
gonna
hand?
like tap him on the shoulder and then get
Oh,
I
it.
the shoulder.
You never under all initiative though.
Not the
Or-
inside of the
Rolling
thigh.
initiative.
Yeah,
Rolled an
because you
18.
guys are under attack right now.
Those mage
I-
hands come in handy.
Yeah. We'll say the car is on your initiative, Sarah. You only need to really
Okay.
change the direction of the vehicle when you're in danger of moving it. Otherwise, it just keeps going.
Okay. I've got 17.
Okay. 17. Caden.
I got an 18.
18.
What are we doing?
Initiative.
Oh,
Initiative?
Initiative. You're getting attacked?
21.
21. Nice. But you're getting attacked by what look like these insect creatures.
Say, I'm like deaf and distracted. I got a 6.
Well, he'll see the clown run to his weapons and start shooting, so he'll get pretty quick.
Yeah, so after that, the storm fades away that's inside the car. So John goes first.
All right, so I use the movement I have to get back into my harpoon seat.
Okay,
First.
that's like 10 feet.
Yeah, so doesn't matter. Can I see anything from the harpoon seat that I can shoot?
It's a little off to the side. You can't quite get a shot on it with the harpoon, unfortunately. It's because the way the weapons work, one is on kind of corner to the left side and forward, and one corner is corner to the right side.
I'm sorry. Can I see it with the harpoon?
No, it doesn't turn that far.
Okay.
Because the harpoon's on the left side of the vehicle, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
enemy's on the right side.
Okay.
And it's on the vehicle. The weapon is inside the vehicle on the left, facing leftward.
And there's nothing I can see with the harpoon. That's fine.
Not with the harpoon, but you have your weapons that you could probably use. You can see him, but you can't turn your harpoon gun that far that direction.
I can or I cannot?
You can't.
I cannot. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna use my cannon again as my bonus action, I guess.
Okay, roll into it.
That's just my bonus.
Yeah. You're aiming for the vehicle, right?
Yeah. I rolled an 18.
18. Does not hit. It glanced off once again.
Okay. I use the rest of my movement to move to the other side and jump on the Goliath's gun.
The Goliath is currently sitting in that.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
no, he's not. I forgot.
he's
You're
not.
right. Yeah, you can jump on that. That's a flamethrower that has a. I shared in the chat what the range is for that.
What's the range?
It's in the chat.
In the chat. In the chat.
In the chat. In the chat. You're the only one that probably.
The Facebook chat. Oh, the other chat.
Yeah.
There's so many chats.
Oh.
So many
That's
chats.
weird. Whose fault is that? Who makes all these weird chats? I am befuddled by why we have so many
Your
of them.
fault.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that we have a separate one for the talk show because
We have a
before that,
separate one for the talk show, and another separate one for the talk show, and a separate one for something else for part of the talk show, and then one for our D&D, and then one for memes,
One for another team.
one for a secret Jeremy chat.
okay, there isn't
64.
actually one.
I hate
Okay.
all of you.
But
The
it's
one for the
so
secret
wait,
no
just so we're
Jeremy
clear.
one was just because we were knighting you, you know?
hold on. Just so
I
we're
think that's a
clear.
lie and a deceit.
I don't think we've used it since then.
Is the
It has been
flamethrower
once.
a
I can't hear you, John.
is the flamethrower a ranged weapon?
Man, you're really gonna make me look it up?
No, I'm just
You
wondering.
Of course, a flamethrower is a ranged weapon.
Just want to know what the classification is because it's very important.
Oh.
Are we 1530 on that thing?
Yes, it's a range.
It says it
It
shoots
is a
out of
ranged
the weapon's
weapon.
nozzle in a 60
All right,
line.
so
That's
then
wide.
I'm going to shoot the flame. Are they
Yeah.
within 60 feet?
Yes.
Then I'm going to shoot the
60 feet to the
flamethrower
end.
twice
Okay.
because I get 2 shots with ranged weapons.
Yeah, you get 2 actions. You get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
So
So I'm going. So they have to
you would
make.
get it anyway, so regardless of range.
So they
or
have to
melee.
make 2 dex saves.
Yep.
Um,
So.
yeah. And I get to add 2. I get to add +2 because I'm using a ranged weapon. Right. Yeah. +2.
Good.
Yeah. Nice. +1 dex. +1.
What's the save?
The save is. Sorry, I just had it. The save is 15, but it's 16 because I had +1 dex.
Okay. So earlier damage.
Well, did I hit twice? So I get to roll. I roll both anyway.
It's half as much as an honest success either way, so you still earlier damage.
Yeah, either way. So it's 4d8s.
Well, it's gonna be 8d8 because you do it twice, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, for the first, we'll do the first one.
That's what I was actually going to do. Is just roll the first 4 and then just because it does matter, right?
Yeah.
Where's
Oh man, look at the freeze frames for Sarah on my screen.
I know. I'm getting that too. I don't know why Sarah keeps freeze
Am I
framing.
frozen?
Yeah, you're making a really.
You have the funniest face on right now. It's actually
Really?
Yeah.
Lovely.
It is lovely.
It's glamorous.
It's actually so good.
It's great.
At least you look happy.
All right.
Well, that's good.
Emanating the true Coldbeard.
I'm not. I'm never happy. What did you just say about Coldbeard?
I said emanating the true Coldbeard, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is quite the face. I just looked at the Twitch stream.
First roll is 22 fire damage.
22? Okay. You see a number of those hands on the outside just put up to dust.
And then second...
Vehicle doesn't seem too bothered, but the guys do take some damage.
And then the second roll... Oh, Christ, I hate math. 9 plus 13. 9 plus 13 is 22. 22 again.
Okay. Save for them. Vehicle doesn't seem to be phased by the fire at all, but these guys seem to like hear them as they get hit by the fire.
And then I should still have like 5 feet of movement or 10 feet, and I would get off the gun.
Yeah, okay. Stand up and look at them like, oh, what?
I wouldn't even pay attention. I'd get off the gun and just look at the Goliath. Hopefully
Yeah,
he would.
he
Hopefully he
still
would.
seems to be very confused as he's holding up, as he just kind of boosted Caden up onto the roof. After that, I think there is Caden actually. He's sitting on the roof. You see this fire engulf the car, and you see all those little hands that are holding onto the side just burn up. And these creatures seem to take some of the damage, not too much though.
How far away is it?
It's about 45 feet.
It's so
Okay.
beautiful. Sarah, you need to see this face. I need to.
I do see it. I'm looking at it right now.
It's so
Isn't it great?
amazing.
It's so bad.
Can you
I think that
save
might have
it?
been when I was sneezing.
No,
Yeah,
can we
I can
please
laugh
save
like
this
that.
image? This is perfect. This is so
I
good.
hate it.
You look
It's
look
awesome.
so happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm actually pretty sure I'm sneezing in that.
You look so
I don't know.
happy.
You laugh. So joy.
I don't think so.
Joy is just expressionful.
My
there.
God, if we get emotes,
Joy
we
is
are
my
turning
middle
this
name.
face into one of our emotes.
Oh,
That'll be a shirt that we make one day.
It'd be the happy emote.
no. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say no to that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will wear that shirt.
I
No,
would
you
too.
will not.
I would
Yes,
too.
I will. I will be the front man. I'll be the poster boy for that shirt.
I will come and I will find you and I will burn it while it's on you.
Well, it's okay because we're gonna sell them to everybody. It's not just about me.
Oh my god. No.
The Villains Talk Show first merch. It's right there. we have liftoff.
For sure.
You wear it if she comes and lights you on fire.
That's okay. We'll make it a full shirt. Like, you know when you see those like full pug shirts? That's what it'll be. It'll be like the same
Yeah.
thing.
Don't want that.
No, it has to be
I
a
don't
sweater.
want that.
We're not gonna do it, Sarah. We wouldn't do anything
We'll have
against
to,
her
like,
will.
So if you at home with like a mouse pad with Goblin face
Oh, there you go. It adjusted now.
on it at home, donate.
Oh, thank goodness.
All
Let's
right,
see this
all
merchandise come true.
Let's
You
stop
people
playing into
suck.
her.
We just need to refix the focus on the shot so that way your face is more clear.
Let's stop
We can do
playing
that
into
with
poor
it.
Sarah.
You people.
Anyway, Skate, it's your turn.
First merch will be Standard.
So you said they're about 45 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. I got it. I can deal with it from out here. I'm going to cast Erupting Earth in front of that other vehicle.
Here.
Sean being useful?
Right?
Always.
Why was
useful.
he never this way in our campaign? I'm sorry, I meant.
I have a hold of him, by the way, too. So he's like up on the roof, and I still got like a grip on his clothes.
He willingly climbed up if you let him go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want us to hold on to him.
No, I didn't let him go. I put him up there. And I held on to him because I don't want him to fall off. He's just in timeout.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
he's in timeout.
Yeah, well, he willingly went to time up, so I guess, I mean, you're holding him by his cankles, I guess, while he's doing other things.
His cankles.
Sure.
He's, like, sitting on the roof while he's
His
like,
legs,
oh,
like his pant leg.
yeah. So, yeah, as you pretty much point ahead, like, and you hear this, like, as this just broken rock kind of, like, tumbles up.
I just need a dex save for it.
Yeah, they didn't pass.
Okay, I'll roll that damage.
Yeah, you do that. Roll that damage.
It's 3d12.
I was gonna say, is it straight, Sean? Like straight? Like you just lifted him off and copy pasted him, didn't change a thing? Oh man, so yeah, he's actually pretty strong.
I don't have any
weapons.
I was gonna say he is level 7.
Yeah,
You
just I never got to use the level.
Yeah.
Level 7 is where he died, right? So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was level 7.
And now he's in hell. If only Maurice
3
knew.
damage from the thingy with the let.
3 damage, really?
30. 30.
Oh, 30. Sorry. I was like,
That's a big
I
difference.
rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. You also see it's these guys hit at this thing just goes ass over fucking tits and just crumples and falls over on the ground. You see this one of the insects guys goes like jumping out and falls on his face, while the other one just like keeps crumbling as the thing goes flipping over. Hands pretty much like upside down, all fucked up.
And to end my turn, I'm just gonna start singing the song of the clown's people. As loud as
Just in case anyone's worried.
as loud and as obnoxious.
That
You
song,
don't hear it, Jeremy.
just so we're all clear, by the way, that song is actually public use. I checked it up.
No,
Just so-
I'm cheering on the
just so we're
earthquake
clear.
that I probably felt.
If anyone's worried,
Yeah, roll a perception check. You probably felt it, but just curious.
the ice cream song is public use. Just so we're all clear.
Is it? I don't know if I was right or
9.
not.
I looked it up.
Yeah, you kind of feel it. You feel like this weird tremor, but I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening. So you just felt the flamethrower.
Well, I'm also watching. I'm watching Sean, right?
Yeah, that's true. There's a bit of a window, so you could see it. It's, I mean, you're pretty freaking sure that's what it is. You're not like 100% sure because you don't really hear anything right now. So it's you can feel the earth rumble, and you're in a rumbling car anyways, right? So
Fair.
you have an idea something's happening. You didn't actually witness it. You're busy holding Sean.
He didn't see a clown run around and just flame the fuck out of something.
No, because he's facing the other way, but he did feel it, the heat and like what's going on.
Did you hear that, Sir Jamie? You felt the heat of
You
me
felt the
behind
heat
you.
of this clown.
Mm.
I mean, maybe you just farted though. So, Sarah, it's your
There's
turn.
the potential.
I mean, the clown could just be standing very close to me. I've almost become used to that.
That could be, yeah. He's
I'm
very hot.
gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna use it to try to scoop up the one ear that hasn't been acided,
Okay, yeah.
and hold it in front of his face, like, you're missing this.
Roll a dex check with disadvantage, because these things are scurrying everywhere.
Well, the one is.
Yeah, the one is. The one is.
Yeah. Let's see. 17.
You can use your spell modifier if you want. It's up to you, whichever one is better.
Oh, I do want.
Because you're doing it with your mage hand.
So it's like 18.
18.
18.
What's your dex mod? Just because you guys match rolls.
I think. Wait, the spell mod?
No, just your regular.
That'd be
Yeah, or your spell mod, whichever one.
7,
Your mod is +7.
I think.
That's
Maybe
it.
I'm wrong. I'll use the dex mod. So then it's 3, so then it's 14.
+7 makes sense because we have a +3 proficiency, and she had a +4 in that.
No, just the mod,
Skill,
not
that would
like
be
proficiency. It's just straight the mod.
Well, the spell thing that's your proficiency on.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that, but yeah.
Because
fair
it
enough. I
is assumed, right? It would assume.
I just meant the stat mod, like your wisdom, or because you're what class are you? You're bard, so charisma is probably your casting. And do you what's your modifier for your charisma?
The charisma mod.
My charisma mod is +5.
Oh, you got 20 charisma. Not bad.
Yeah, I do.
So you just kind of like it takes you a sec, but you just manage to like catch it, but barely. Like it's wiggling, like, and it's tough. This thing is like scurrying around, and you
Perfect. I'm gonna hold it up in front of his face, and hopefully he notices that.
I'm gonna get you to roll one more dex check as you pick it up. Jeremy, do you roll perception check? It's pretty low, but just to see if you see it.
One more dex check.
Yeah, just to see if you can hold on to this thing while you're lifting it up.
14.
14.
That is a 10.
Yeah, easily enough. You see like this blue hand kind of picking up, like floating up what looks to be an ear with like small little Celia feet, and it looks like a gray Goliath ear. You haven't really seen your ears, so you don't really know what they look like, but you could assume they're yours.
Held in front of my face.
Yeah,
I'm
while you're
holding
holding
it in front of
Sean.
your face.
When I start looking around me, like, what? Why is there an ear?
Yeah, it's like just one. Like,
I guess I grab it.
okay. Yeah, you don't really hear anyone saying anything really too much, except for like distant, like really low murmurs, but you can't really make it out.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can grab it.
Talk into it.
Roll the dex check.
Oh my goodness.
17 first
Okay,
good
not
roll.
bad. Yeah, you grab it. You talk into it, but you feel what you're saying, but you don't really hear it, I guess.
So I let go of the tiefling on the roof, and I pat the inside of my head, like where my ears are, for the one I'm holding. So if I'm holding a left, I tap the left side.
Yeah, this one would be your right
Very
side.
confused.
But yeah, you tap where your ears are, and it just feels like there's just plain space. There's just feels skin.
It's just skin.
But like his ear.
So I wave my ear very excitedly, and I point at it like, "Hey, everybody, look what I found!"
You turn around and look at it, and like Sarah's
Of course,
looking at you like, what? Like with like a confusion, like, I already told you this. Sean,
She
you kind of hear this below.
was confused, and I'm like, "No, you should be happy. Look, I found it." And then I proceed to like put it
I
on my
give you a
face.
thumbs
put
up,
it away
like
from my
good,
head.
good for you.
Yeah, John, you see him waiting around.
And on the attaching, like I try to do, like, because I'm a paladin, right? I'll try to lay on hands.
You try to
See if
lay
I
on
can
hands,
attach
and
it.
it doesn't seem to attach, unfortunately.
Oh no,
And I look at her. I don't think it's mine.
it's yours.
Roll an arcane check. I'll give you an idea of maybe.
Nope, it's not working.
What? You cut out.
I
Is
get
it
a
10? You feel like, to some degree, like the lay on hands probably isn't enough, but you're not really sure. I mean, this is the first time you've seen this happen before, so you're not really sure what would be the best way to approach it.
Wait. It's not the first time
yeah,
he's
no, because like
heard of it happening?
if you just to say if you cut somebody's finger off, you can just use lay on hands to actually reattach the finger. So
Yeah,
if that doesn't work for me, then immediately I don't think it's mine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like when you feel the skin on your face, it doesn't seem like it's been cut off or like dismembered from your body.
I wave it in the air and I'm like, I think this is somebody else's.
I like gesture him over, like come here.
Like the same skin tone as your hand.
So you're gesturing and I'm like, yes, I'll trade you if you got mine.
I'm just telling you to come here, but hopefully.
And I
you
hold it
come
out
here
towards her.
I'll trade you.
Come here.
Caden and John will present for me.
Like,
Why?
I look around and examine my situation like, no,
I
you
rolled
come
a
here.
1.
And I point like I'm driving. Come here.
You just see her mouth moving, but you don't really know what she's doing. You just see her pointing at like the vehicle and like where she's sitting.
I know,
Point to,
she's
like,
just
the
gesturing.
Maybe
I'm
she
holding
wants
her
you to
like,
come to the vehicle. Maybe
No.
she's like, this vehicle's broken. Like, who knows? Maybe
well,
it's
if you want this ear, you come here.
No, I don't want the ear, and I don't want you to
We-
steal the driver's.
She's like,
We already
Like,
agreed
no.
that you're driving.
So, Kate and John, what's your perception checks?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. You're too, like, this is just too noisy, and you're just like, God damn it. Like,
I don't care. I'm murdering.
like, why didn't I just melt the other ear?
Hey, I'm all about the murdering.
It's just like you can't hear your song, so it's just really annoying because you're not hearing the do. All you hear is just like these fuckers arguing over an ear, and you're like, man, I just want music and kill things. Like,
Yes,
what's happening
I just
right
want
now?
my music.
I got 15.
15. You kind of see off in the distance what looks like smoke of like a few other vehicles ahead of you, probably like 2 smaller ones, and then one bigger one, kind of similar size to your car, but it's like leading the pack.
I proceed to check all their right ears.
Oh, their right ears.
So you get the song.
Yeah, I want to see if they have right
okay.
ears.
Who do you go to
Get
first?
close enough to check my ear.
I
Who do
literally
you go
just
to
look.
first?
I just have to look.
Who do you pick? Who do you pick first?
You're like shouting at me. Well, Tiny Girl was shouting at me first, so I look at
Okay, so you
her
walk
right
up
here.
to her. Yeah, you walk up and Sarah's like, she's kind of like rapping, but at the same time she's too enthralled with your ear problems to like not pay attention to the room.
And I like reach in and I grip her by the ear just to make sure it's real.
Yeah, roll a grapple check, Sarah. You can roll a death.
Why?
If you fail, you get your ear ripped off.
A 13 athletics.
Oh my god, Sarah's camera's back.
A 17 athletics.
Okay, yeah, you try to grab her and she just kind of like moves it away, like, and like just see her mouth move a lot, but you don't really hear any of the things she's saying.
No, wait, hold, stay still. I'm trying to make sure it stays attached.
If he's close enough to grab me, I'm gonna try to grab the ear from his hand and use Cure Wounds on his face.
Yeah, you can try.
Just shove the
Okay.
ear on his
Roll a
nose.
dex check to try to grab the ear.
I rolled a 20. So 23.
No, wait, you have to trade. I want. Okay, no, and I
I
throw
just
my
hold up the
efforts
other
in
hand,
on
like,
trying to
I
grab
just hold
the
up
right
the other
ear.
hand like this, and then like 1 minute. And I take the ear and I like slap it on the side of your face, and I use Cure Wounds.
Side of his face or head?
The side of his head, where
No, you
his
said
ear would
face.
belong.
You said face. You
John,
said
I mean,
You did say face.
You did say
You
I
did
face.
say-
meant where his ear. It is on the side of your
No,
face.
because your face
I'm
is
putting it
this.
where
This is
ear
the
would
middle.
belong.
For some reason,
On
I'm
his
thinking
right
like
side,
cheekbones.
where the ear would go.
Also, I also might end up a little cocked.
Man, you kind of feel like,
Maybe.
What?
I didn't hear anything other than
You
Okay.
cut out Jeremy, and all I heard was get a
I'm
little
trying to
cock.
wrestle her for her right ear. She stole mine, so I want hers.
Ah.
Just-
Okay,
Cure
I don't
wounds
know
work.
grapple check, but she's trying to slap you in the face with the
Well,
other.
I already failed it, right? So now that it's probably gonna end up like on my face, right?
Does
I
Cure
hope
Does
so.
Cure Wounds work on his ear?
Hold on, I just had to look up something. I gotta look up here.
Please let it. I just want an ear on his face.
No,
Like on my cheek, just like right beside my eye.
you feel like this magic as you slap him with this like squirming ear that's still like shifting and pulsing in your hand, and he's like grabbing on your ear as like you slap him in the face with it, and the magic goes through, and the ear is still in your hand. It doesn't seem to.
Damn
stick to
it!
the face.
You don't give us anything nice.
So I
Well,
see the
that
flash of
sucks.
cure magic, and I look at her, and I'm like, "No, that doesn't work. I already tried that." Jeez, people think they're smarter than me. And I try to like take the ear back from her.
I feel like you say it really loud in her face because like you can't hear what you're saying.
Oh
So
yeah, exactly.
Just
Right.
scream
I have to talk
like
about
that.
it so I can hear my own voice. So I say that really loud. Why do people always think they're smarter than me? To like get the ear back.
I shrug and sit down and go, whatever.
Oh boy.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah. So well, I mean, we're not quite in turn order right now, but
Why
yeah. I
do
mean, if you want to do
think I'm
something, you do
smarter than
something.
you? Probably
Because
you just tried to
in the
rip off
middle of
my ear,
this,
wondering
if they
it
were
was yours.
arguing, I would
You
walk.
stole mine. I told you if you want this one, you can have it in trade.
I'm gonna walk over, and I'm just gonna casually turn the wheel towards the other cars while they're not paying attention, and then go back
Yeah,
to the
that's fair.
harpoon.
So it's a series of levers. It's not a wheel.
I'm gonna do what I can to turn the car just towards the other cars, and then go back to my harpoon.
You have a vehicle weapon, tool vehicle efficiency.
No.
All right, well, roll a dex check for me to see if you figure
Oh,
out which
no.
one is the right one to turn.
A dex check.
Yes,
16.
16. Okay. You pull one of them, and you feel the car move forward a bit faster. You don't seem to turn it.
Then I stop there and grab that same lever I just pulled and slam it and break it as far down as it goes.
Why?
Roll a strength check for me.
Yes. 27.
Am I like a bullet out the front shield?
Well, that's with the vehicle, right?
I guess if
So
you
you
go
understand-
back,
Just because the vehicle moves faster doesn't mean you're
You
like. gonna go
understand
flying.
what I'm
Do I have to
doing
make a
is
dex
I'm,
save?
I'm smashing it
Okay.
down to full throttle and breaking it.
It's
so
not.
it
It's
can't-
not like nitrous. It doesn't.
I
You
don't
just
care.
start going your max speed.
That's
constantly.
fine. We're going max
it-
speed. That's all I care about.
It's not so much of a turbo boost. But you do.
we're
I'll,
going to ultra
I'll tell you. Roll a bit of an investigation check for some reason, John, because you see a couple of different slots as well for different things that you can put into the vehicle.
Does that... Oh yeah, I have a coin, don't I?
Mm.
You're right. If it makes it go faster.
I mean, you could guess.
Investigation... 17.
17. Okay. 2 seconds here.
I just imagine the clown walking up, looking at both of them arguing, walking up, and then just seeing Sarah's character look at me and being like, wait, what is he? And just kind of moves a layer and the car goes faster, and then he looks at them and just rips it down and breaks it, so the car just goes max speed and walks away.
I just scream at you. What are you doing? You're gonna get us killed.
And as you do that,
Surprisingly, I'm gonna be honest, you didn't do quite what you think you did.
oh,
Oh no.
Because it's already kind of moving max speed of sorts. It wasn't doing double its movement, like it wasn't doing dash, but now it's stuck in constant forward.
yes!
And so every action the vehicle takes must be dash.
Yes!
Great.
Yes! We're now moving, and then my character would laugh and be like, ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! To the killing fields! And then I'd walk over to the back.
Well, I'm gonna jump back in my seat.
Yeah,
Probably.
you're still in your seat, and you're kind of like recoiling on all of this. And Jeremy, you kind of watched all of it. You didn't hear a word that was said, but you just saw like the clown kind of shake his head a lot. And,
I'm
possibly-
completely. My next action would be to use my last second level spell slot, which I didn't want to use for lesser restoration. See if I can stick my ear to my head. If this doesn't work, then I have nothing, and I don't care.
Give me 1 sec here. I'm just gonna check it up so that way I can help you with that.
Because lesser restoration, you touch creature and one disease or condition afflicting it. Condition be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
This is true. Okay, roll an arcane check for me. Depending on how well you roll, might depend on how successful.
For me, can we do religion? 'Cause
Sure.
I'm a paladin.
Yeah.
It's the same, but
Okay.
4. Apparently, my God
4.
is not with me. He
Oh my god.
wishes this upon.
So, okay.
I am doomed to die with these people as a lesson.
All of your rolls have been
As,
terrible.
as you try to place the year on
Yes,
you,
Bane has
you,
doomed me. I am here to die with all of you.
you cast
Well,
it,
you're
and
already
then
dead.
you hear probably for about 1 round, and then it goes back to deafening and still kind of holds off. The ear still holds off in your hand; it's not attached.
Chuck it over my shoulder carelessly, then, and then I go and sit towards the flamethrower.
All right, yeah, go for it.
And I'm just gonna sit there, and I'm gonna be the flame turret.
I'm also
Okay,
gonna...
you see this giant kind of truck roll over as it's going. You see 2 other smaller bikes that are driving around it. One of the bikes as it's driving just kind of jumps and then it nosedives and crashes, and one of the drivers just falls off, and the bike doesn't break, but it's all fucked up. as like this guy fell over. One of the other ones just seems to jump effortlessly over like him, and he does like this like twisted like flip with his bike, and he lands like this crazy trick, like kind of to a stop, and then like roars up the engine again and keeps going. You see like these small red flares coming out of the side of this like jagged metal. Like it's similar to the bike that you found, Sarah, but a lot more like bone to some degree, and not so much like black metal, but like a red and rustish color on this one to some degree. Where the exhausts are, you see they're a little more blackened from the fire that's been flaring out of it.
I'm gonna prep an action, so once they're within 120 feet of the harpoon, I'm gonna fire a harpoon at the tires of the large car.
Okay, yeah, you see this one bike kind of come over, and you see the dude that fell over. He took a couple rounds to get his bike going. He falls a bit behind from his friends, but this larger vehicle comes moving up. It's about the same size as your truck, and it has what looks to be two other harpoons kind of sticking off on both sides. It doesn't seem to have like a flare pillar, but it has this large kind of like grapple claw that swings around from the back, like this large like metal chain kind of like hanging off. It kind of gets closer to you guys. You do get the bike will come closer to you before the bigger vehicle, but if you want to forget that, that's fine. That's what you.
The clown is focused on the giant vehicle that he wants to destroy.
Okay.
And he'll gonna harpoon the tires.
Okay. Yeah. So it does come within close to you. The motorcycle is moving in pretty close to you. But you see this like armored wearing kind of like orangish skin guy just kind of like rolling on the back, and he pulls off a javelin off his shoulder and hucks it towards the car, but just completely misses. Like thing like bounces right off of it and just like hits the dirt like nothing.
Witness me,
douche.
The other truck that's within that distance that you're hoping for. So I'll say
before the truck
attack, but will be
wait. Just before the truck gets into distance, can I use my bonus action to fire my cannon at the bike?
Isn't that where you wanted to pull the prep though?
No, I was using the harpoon. I'm sitting and prepping an action for the harpoon.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can.
Because my cannon's a bonus action, so I feel like I can just.
That's
why I put it on top, so it could just spin around and shoot. So
yeah, totally. Yeah.
So I will use my bonus action to fire a force blast at the stupid biker. 17 plus 5 is 22.
Nice. 22, like, just hits.
And that's 2d10. And it's supposed to push him back 5 feet.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there. I don't know if that works with what's going on. But I did 16 damage. And it's supposed to push back his bike 5 feet. I don't know what you're going to do with that or if that affects.
Okay. So I'd say it does push it back more of on a Django kind of like angle, just because of the way that the angle of the shot is from the bike. You're not hitting it like at a straight back kind of center. So it does push it and like back further away from the truck, but not like backwards, you know. So to get pushed like that, does get moved back that 5 feet. You see the bike kind of like spinning back a little bit. Extra to see it all.
I was kind of more hoping that would like maybe knock the rider back a bit, like almost knock him off his bike, but that's fine. I'll take that.
Yeah. I'll take. You see him kind of stall for a bit. It takes him a sec to kind of like get his shit together, but he does kind of he falls a bit behind, but not like too far. Mm-hmm. Loses like 20 feet of his movement.
Okay.
Just because he has to stop and like refix his vehicle.
I would just keep firing the cannon until my prepped action goes off.
Okay. Yeah. So that would be this turn. And if anybody else wants to do anything, you can roll your attack to try to shoot the vehicle.
I use enlarge on the vehicle?
Which vehicle?
Why?
On our vehicle.
Yes. No, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
No.
That's a fantastic idea.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, think about this.
I agree.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
But will everything be enlarged equally? Like, is
Yes.
it suddenly going to be that I can't reach to drive stuff?
You don't need to. It goes forward now and fast.
Tiny girl, you can sit upon my shoulders and steer.
You didn't hear what I said.
Just make sure you press the button.
Roll a bit of an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
I would
Or you
yell.
can do nature check because you're a druid.
When they get close,
Okay,
girl,
nature it is.
press the button.
That is a 15.
Okay. You trying to feel out to this vehicle before you kind of get a cast stick. So I'm trying to help you. You feel like this thing is a little bit more than what the spell can kind of encapsulate. There seems to be a certain amount of different things fueling this vehicle. It's not just one kind of object of sorts. There's multiple pieces to this thing that make it hard to focus on such a what the spell is trying to accomplish.
Okay. So I do not cast it then.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you do know that it won't work. So yeah, you can cast something else.
Can I cast it on the turret that's next to me?
I was
yes, you
just
can.
gonna say yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
do.
What size is the
large?
turret, John? Because it becomes one size
The
larger.
turret it should be a medium. Hold on, let me grab it.
I think it was either small or medium.
I believe it's a medium, but let's hold on. The Force Ballista. It has an AC of 18. Its hit points is 5 times my Artificer level. Artificer level. Blah 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 blah.
Very descriptive.
It takes up a 15-foot radius.
It should tell you what size it is.
It says I get to pick. It says horizontal surface of 5 feet, and it occupies a space. You can make it tiny, or you can make it up to large. So I would say, yeah, it says you can make a tiny one or up to large. And
You take the action to create a small or tiny
magic
Eldritch
cannon.
cannon.
5 feet, small cannon, kind of tiny one. So yes, it
small
would
or
be
tiny
small.
spell. Probably small.
Smaller time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it would be
So
small.
So a tiny one can be held in one hand. A small one occupies a space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it goes from small to medium. Then I'm guessing.
Yes.
Does that add
Okay. And
anything to
it also gets an extra D4 force damage.
Yes, that's what I like to see.
All while
They
the Song of His People still, because I'm waiting to be let back in.
Speaking of
roll a
which,
slight dex check for me, Caden, just to see if you can kind of stay fit on the roof. It's not like there's space, but it's just the way this is moving.
I'm gonna
See if
yell
you can-
at Sarah's character.
Dex save?
I appreciate, even though I can't hear and not paying attention, Sean's
15.
taking his punishment seriously.
What is your 16?
Yes, 16.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to kind of like move out of the way a little bit as you row this cannon, so that way there's a little bit of room. It's a little tight though. Like you imagine if like you had a weird bump, you might go tumbling off. So you can hold on to the cannon, or you can climb back in, or you can risk it for the biscuit. That's up to you.
I'm still waiting to be let back in, so I'll just hang on to the turret.
Yeah, you're still being held by one arm, by like one leg, by him, by Jeremy's
Oh,
character.
No, Jeremy let go.
Yeah.
He said he let go.
Did he let go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
let go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Trying to deal with my
Steal my
ear
ear.
situation.
Yeah,
My
fair enough.
ear.
Okay.
Well, no, it can't be mine. It doesn't
You
fit.
could get back in the thing is still open to some degree.
But yeah,
That's up to you.
But I
Sarah.
haven't been told I can come back in yet.
I would
We're
yell
kind
to
of in-
No, I told you to sing the song twice.
Oh.
Sing the song
I
as
don't-
people twice, and then you may
have
re-enter the
I
vehicle.
have an idea. He's not like he might not hear you sing the song anyways. So
Sarah, I would yell to your character
Yeah.
too. Once they get close, hit the big red button.
Okay,
And I would laugh.
I hear you.
Maniacally.
that doesn't mean I'll
Um,
do
roll
it. I'll hear you.
roll your attack, John, on the tire, but I'll say with disadvantage just because it's a moving vehicle.
That would be straight roll, isn't it? Because I have gunner. That gives me advantage.
It's not within 5 feet. It's still like it's within that
Hold on,
other
hold
range
on, hold on.
that you're talking about.
You're
Like,
proficient with firearms. You do not have disadvantage when firing at adjacent or moving targets. Could fire the same weapon twice a round, plus 1 dex. Gunner.
Yeah.
So
It's more because you're hitting a tiny object.
Oh, okay.
Moving.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not just because the object itself is moving, like that too. But
I got it. Disadvantage, right? 16 both times.
Not bad. I would slightly recommend you add a d6 to that, just to help you out.
Sure.
You can if you want.
I'd gladly add a d6. 6! 22!
Yeah. So you easily enough. You hit the front tire. Roll your damage.
That's on
Let's
the
see how
Tormentor.
well
Hold on.
Are you on the harpoon or are you on the flamethrower?
I'm on the harpoon.
Oh, right. Or were you using... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I said I went back to the harpoon. I just wanted to use the flamethrower to kill something while, Jeremy was not paying attention.
Yeah, fair enough.
While this big fucking Goliath was doing his other thing, I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna kill something. I've been getting cock blocked all day with killing things.
I can't hear anything. I'm gonna slightly deal with it. Well, now that I can't do, fuck it, let's kill shit.
Yep.
So that's 14 damage, piercing.
Damage. Okay.
At this point, I can't hear my enemies scream, so I'll just have to hurt them harder.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes, so 14 damage, piercing.
it's going to be very unfortunate for you.
Towards a tire. Basically, imagine the clown just sitting there after he uses his cannon, this fucking porcelain mask just waiting with his eyes peeled back, and as soon as he sees that tire... Oh, I spat on my computer. No! Yeah.
Yeah, so you see... It doesn't... It's not like a rubber tire. It does hit it, but it breaks off as it keeps going. It does, I'll say it manages to slow its speed a bit, while still doing the same damage that you did as well.
Can I, is that just my prepped action, or can I take my second shot?
So your prepped action isn't your
okay.
action per
That was my
initiative, so you
prepped
have to wait
Okay,
until somebody else until he comes back around.
I figured.
How much damage did you say it was?
It was 14 piercing.
Okay.
Do I add anything to that? That's just
Could be your dex mod.
It would be my dex mod?
Yeah, that's your attack. Or your damage, sorry.
Okay. If you add my dex mod, then it would be +2, so that's 16 piercing damage.
Sarah and Jeremy, you can take turns.
Perfect.
And then it'll be...
How many vehicles are within 30 feet of us right now?
So there are, there's the bike, and the larger car is like, the front, part of it is within 30 feet, but not the whole vehicle. Just maybe just getting some of the weapon seats where you guys would be sitting, but not the whole thing.
Would the driver's seat be within 30 feet of us?
It's just outside. It's 35.
It's a free action to hit a button, Sarah. Free action.
I want to maneuver us so that as many vehicles as possible are within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So you'll probably have to turn a bit more to the right. I'd say make a dex check with disadvantage because you're climbing at speeds that you didn't expect to be climbing at. You're not quite used to it.
Okay. With disadvantage, it's 16.
16, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you do manage to surf. It's a little weird because you're just you almost do a as you turn, you feel the car kind of drift a little bit to the right. You have to kind of course correct, and then you manage to kind of figure it out. Only this first time that you kind of you're surprised with trying to turn at really high speeds, but you kind of got a handle of it now.
Perfect. As soon as there are 3 drivers within 30 feet of us, I'm going to cast Blindness as a 4th level spell on the 3 drivers.
Okay. You can get the bike. There's the driver of the big car, and the 2 weapons. The guy that was on the bike, he's not quite close enough to you. He's still a little ways away. You can't really get him. He's not even close to get you really with anything. So he's still a little bit behind. But you can get you get all the operators that you see, like all the creatures right now. Like there's two people on the weapons and 2 people driving, essentially.
I want to get the 2 drivers, so I'll cast it as a 3rd level spell then.
Okay.
So they need to succeed on a Constitution saving throw of 16.
Okay.
Remember, it's always a free action to hit a button.
Yes, just wait. I want to blind some people first.
Okay. I mean,
I don't remember if I put an action. I think it should be an action.
What should be an action?
Just the button that he's talking about.
what?
No.
How is that an action?
It literally says it. Read the full thing, you fucking fool.
Damn you and your homebrew, home.
Damn you and your ice cream
Oh,
truck and making me work for something else that I didn't even like.
That's true.
You
You love the ice cream truck. Don't even
Bring my
start.
pets, damn it.
You love
Welcome,
the
I
ice
made your ice cream truck come true.
I do appreciate it, but you love it. You know it. You love it so much. We're killing things in hell in an ice cream truck. It's amazing.
They do manage to both fail. The biker, as he gets hit with it, he swerves a little bit because he can't seem to. And he looks like he's about to crash, and then he manages to like slightly stop and save himself. But he's like rubbing his eyes, trying to figure out what the fuck happened. The big one still going straight. You can't really tell if he looks like he's noticeably different, but he did get affected by it, so he was blind. But he seems to be maneuvering still fairly well with the blindness.
Not cool.
You do see. I think it's Jeremy's turn, and then the.
Can I hit the button? Can it be my bonus action?
No, it's an action.
Well, then I've got other things to do with my actions. Sorry, John. You're going to have to hit the button yourself.
It's in the driver's seat, so I mean, you can still walk up and push it if you wanted to, but it's Jeremy's turn.
So I'm deaf and kind of don't really understand what's going on around me.
I mean, you see combat.
I'm just gonna I'm sitting on the flamethrower.
Okay.
What's the lightest armored vehicle that she steered me towards?
Right now the only current
start with the
vehicle
lightest.
is the bigger like
Flamethrower.
opposition vehicle with it looks like there's a couple of different like armored like people inside.
Okay. Is there anybody on the outside of it?
There is one. There's a person that's sitting on the roof that's operating this like grappling claw of sorts.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot him with it.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So I think he has to do a dex save. You can roll your damage.
What's the damage on that?
Is in the chat. 1 sec. Let's see.
I know.
48.
I gotta keep because my phone sucks. 48.
Fair enough.
I hear that.
I know, right? I gotta like scroll through on my freaking
I'm using a
phone.
notebook and my computer right now.
My phone
I'm
went from
looking at all
100% to 27 in an hour and 45
When I get my
minutes.
desktop fixed, we'll all be right. Don't worry about that.
All the things can be right.
Let's see. It's 24.
24.
24 fire damage.
Damn. Yeah, that flamethrower does a lot.
Yeah.
That's why when I was like, I can fire this twice.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
brutal.
As you fired at the guy on the roof, you see him just scream out, ah! Starts like starting to pat himself off, but he pretty much like starts burning and then falls off the truck as he's trying to like pat himself out. You see him crash and pretty much like break his neck as he falls into the rocks. Let's keep
Perfect.
going. Sarah, I'm gonna need you to make me just one dex check for me while you're driving. With disadvantage because this thing is stuck in full throttle.
Oh my goodness, John.
Don't thank me. Thank Sweet Tooth, because he just
13?
wanted to
19.
go fast.
19, not bad. Still doing pretty good.
You've obviously never played Twisted Metal. You don't slow.
this thing
There is no
bouncing
slow.
around over things, but you manage to hold like the steering controls, so you're still, even though you're driving stuck forward, you're still able to keep yourself somewhat maneuvered. This vehicle is kind of made to be kept going forward anyways. It's just, while it's in this moment, it's a little unexpected, the speeds. So this other vehicle is going to start going ahead. You see one of them kind of like the driver points at one of the people on the weapons, and he like points to the back, or points to the back, and then points at himself, and he stands up and then walks over, and the other one jumps in the driver's seat as one of them is going to take a shot at the rear vehicle, which fucking missed. These guys are rolling asses. They shoot one of the harpoons that just goes like way off in the distance. Doesn't even miss. All of a sudden you see like the back part like looks like a cargo dump kind of like door opens up and this bike just pops right out and you see one of the dudes that was in the driver's seat is now driving this like bike that kind of skirts to the back and then starts driving up around by you guys. It's still a bit out. It's not quite within range, but he throws one of his melee weapons at mainly at Caden on the roof.
What is the attack roll?
That is a 22.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. You feel the spear like chunk into you for 10 points of damage.
That's unfortunate.
That's fine. Not the first time.
I'm going to need you to roll a dex check for me just to see how well you stabilize yourself while you're up there.
I mean, it could be worse. You could get hit by 5 arrows.
That is a 19.
19, yeah, you managed to keep yourself on. It's not like I said, it's not the first time you have with a ranged weapon, so you managed to take the impact and not really go, falling off your ass.
That's nothing.
Okay, and then the other guy with the bike finally catches up. He's going to drive up. I'm gonna need you to make a dex check for me, sir. He's gonna try to like swerve into you and kind of like grind on your wheel and try to like fuck you up a
Does
little
this
bit.
one have disadvantage?
Just regular this one.
You can use
Okay,
reaction.
it's not great. 14.
14. Okay.
Yes.
It manages to throw you off a bit. I'm gonna make you do a dex save for me, just to see how well you can
Remember, you have a
yourself.
reaction in the vehicle, Sarah. Juke. You can use it to re-roll any dex save once. I think it's once per day. The Tormental is able to move. The driver can use reaction to grant the Tormentor advantage on dexterity saving throws. So you get advantage on dexterity saving throws as long as you're driving.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am driving.
Yep. That's why I reminded you.
Okay, well, that save is then 23.
1, 2, 3. Not bad. Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
As you do, you kind of, for a moment, you do see a bit of like, as the swerving, you feel like there's a bit of dirt that has grinded up and dusted in your face, so it makes it hard for anyone to see right now coming out of the front cage. And like Caden can see on the roof, but like anyone shooting weapons or driving right now is going to have disadvantage on their next attacks and whatnot going into the next round. That's their turn, and we're gonna start up with John. See him first last time, so let's continue after there.
I'm gonna stand up, walk over, and hit the button.
Alright, go hit the button. That's your action.
That is my action, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to fire the cannon.
Do you do anything, to be like, yeah, the sound of the music, you just stand up casually?
No,
like,
I'm just laughing.
Go back
I just stand up laughing, and then I look at Sarah's character while I do it, just staring, unblinking with my porcelain happy mask, and then my hand just comes down and slams this button, and you just hear do 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 do
way fucking louder as these bass speakers at the back of the truck start just boom, 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 boom for each like rhythm that comes out.
Yep.
And you guys feel like a weird kind of like sense about it, but like it doesn't seem to bother you too much.
I'll use my bonus action to fire the cannon at the same bike dude.
Okay. Do you want to? Did you read all of the thing? Just so you're aware.
Yes. So I guess we'll do it that first. So I hit the button, and then so that does
if you hit somebody, they'll have another chance to save for music.
That's what I mean. So let's do that first. So I hit the button, and they all get affected. Everyone within 4 feet Wherever
40
within
feet.
40 feet has to
So
make a
you're
wisdom
gonna
save.
hit the button, then shoot, or shoot and then hit the button?
I'm gonna shoot after I hit the button.
Okay.
Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason for that. Because
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking, because they'll get another chance to save if they see one of their friends get hit from you.
oh, so if I do it first, okay. So yeah, I'll shoot.
That's why I asked if you read it, because it
I didn't
John.
understand. It's late. Yeah, so I will shoot.
I gave it to you a week ago.
I'm gonna shoot first, and then I'm gonna
Go
use.
for the shoot.
So I'm gonna use my
Who are you shooting?
the
There's the
same
guy.
bike,
There's
same,
2 bikes now, and there's the one big vehicle.
the same bike as for the first time with the force cannon.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Okay.
That's outside. He's kind of like grinding up near the front of the. That would actually also be with disadvantage, but you don't hit anyways because you can't quite see with all this dust in your face.
Okay. And then I hit the button.
Actually, it's the force cannon, so that would have been fine because it does it on its own.
I was gonna say
It was outside. Never mind. Pick it out loud. Yeah. So then your action would be to hit the button.
Yep. And then go back and sit down.
Okay.
Go groove into my music.
2 of them seem to kind of like they pop their head up. One of the bikers seems like the one that you shot at seems to kind of like you can't quite see it from where you're in, but he kind of like seems to be affected of sorts. He's like shaking his head. He's like, "What is this song?" And you see the guy, Caden sees the driver kind of like shaking his head as well as he starts listening to music. I need also Caden to make a charisma save.
Charisma save?
Yes, as you're outside the vehicle.
Oh.
How charismatic are you?
Oh.
How far is he from me?
You're good. Anyone inside the vehicle?
Oh, I have an aura of protection, right?
Oh, he's about, I'd say, 15 feet away.
15, because he's just outside of my aura.
Oh.
I got a 12.
12? Yeah, you start to feel this beat of the dun 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 dun, and it just gets louder in your mind as you start to shake your head to it, and you're just like, man, this is a great song. But you find yourself wanting to get closer, but you feel as close as you could be, so you just kind of sit down and just shake your head to the music while you're looking around. You're like, wow, this is great. This is the first time I've been here listening to this song, and it's just such a great song.
It makes me want ice cream
Out
from a
of
clown.
curiosity, is this a psychic effect?
No, this is a charm.
Okay. Okay, that would make sure.
So yeah, 2 of the other bikers look like they're kind of swayed of sorts. One of them, not so much. The one that jumped out of the car, that is still driving around. Then I'll take Aiden, it's your turn. So if you want, you can do another save.
Okay. Nope.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it's still jamming to the doo-doo-doos. It's a good
Yeah.
song. I'm like, man, if only the mother was here to listen to this right now.
Oh, yeah. You know, the mother would love this.
All right, Sarah's turn.
Does it compel you to make
My
ice cream?
turn. There's still the one big vehicle and the bike close to us, right?
Yeah, but it's hard to see right now because you're blinded by this dust that this one vehicle kicked up.
Okay. Can I see one of them within 50 feet?
You can, but it'll be
Or
kind
within
of,
60 feet, I mean.
you'll probably be firing with disadvantage if you whatever you're aiming at. You can see it, but it's like you see the silhouette of it to some degree.
Isn't that magic?
Okay, well, I'm going to use heat metal on it.
Okay,
Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage.
and you're picking the big boy, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I am.
Wait.
It's a good thing you already unloaded into that.
Oh my
So anybody
god.
touching
We
it?
all should have got heat metal. That would have been so dirty.
Yeah,
That would have been really good.
Anybody
okay.
touching it takes 12 fire damage.
That would have been so dirty.
And then on each of my subsequent turns, I can use a bonus action to do it again.
Oh, nice.
So 12?
Right?
So 12 damage?
12, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you see the driver that was previously freaked out starts calling. The vehicle gets like really red, but it doesn't seem to do much to the vehicle itself. But this guy starts doing like the happy dance in his car. You can't quite see him, but you can hear him kind of freaking out.
I love it. All right, I'm just gonna keep driving then.
He snaps out of his mental kind of like block.
That's okay.
But
He snaps into a whole world of pain.
Yeah, but the biker still seems kind of under the influence. That's grinding near the front of the vehicle. So Jeremy, your turn.
So I killed that guy on top, right?
Yeah,
Or is he
yeah.
still going?
He went. He's like miles down the road now. Looking out the window, like I said, there's the number of dust is hard to kind of make out things. You see like the silhouette of stuff. It's a little dusty, but you do see like the bike in the front and the really red hot vehicle off to the right. It seems to be kind of like glowing a little bit.
And he feels vibration.
If there's a
it
bike, I'm shooting at the bike.
But the whole vehicle is shaking. So I mean, yeah. All right, you can shoot the. Do you want to shoot?
I'm gonna be shooting into silhouettes if I have to, but I'm aiming for the the largest mass of the bike because it's a silhouette in dust, right? I'm hoping to hit anything. I don't really care what.
I mean, with the flamethrower, I think it will affect both, to be honest, because it's in a straight line, so you'll get
fair enough.
Probably both. The vehicle is not affected by fire damage. The guy. He failed his save, so roll your damage. 4d8.
I got it right here. I set it aside. 10, 19.
Yeah, that guy's fucking scorched. You see him starts like screaming and freaking out. He's just like, fuck, like. And then he like very much you see the vehicle kind of wobble out and like strip and frook out, and as it does, it falls underneath the car that you guys are driving. Sarah, if you want to roll a dex check for me, not a disadvantage, just a regular one.
20 unnatural.
Nice. So yeah, you feel this your truck just easily just go over like this vehicle and don't even notice.
Love it.
But you heard the casual screams of somebody burning a second ago. You swear.
And the wonderful crunch. That wonderful crunch.
I scream, yeah! And then look around me and go, wait.
Lulu's like, oh my, this is all terrifying. Everyone is just so much noise and aggression everywhere. What is happening?
Imagine
Lulu.
the poor elephant just looking around like, oh my god, these people are murderers.
Yeah, she's just like hanging out with Sarah because she feels a little more safer comparative to everybody else.
Guys.
The back of the ice cream truck is just death. She's super. Oh my god, the elephant watched us fucking take 2 red caps and tell one to murder the other, and then we both looked so happy when we did it. She was like mortified. That would be horrifying.
She's kind of as a good person in a bad place. She's kind of learned sometimes it's best just not to say anything.
Yep, that was a good idea.
Poor little Lulu.
Yeah, she's not having a good time. The one on the other bicycle drives up, and he makes a jump onto your car.
Oh no!
Seems like a dumb idea, but he can do what he wants.
From Caden's perspective, you see this guy coming up. All you can think is this music's really great. As you watch this guy in armor just kind of like climb up the side of the vehicle and pull out this weapon as he takes a strike against you.
That sounds like
guys,
Sean.
Let me deal with this one, please.
Natural 20.
Okay.
A natural 20?
Yes. He crit
It does
too.
hit.
Crit hit. He's gonna smack your booty.
Where I'm sitting.
He's gonna smack your face. It's 15 points of damage.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it's not like a super OP sword. It's just a +1 magic sword.
Okay.
He does take a second hit though.
He does what, sorry?
He does take a second hit for a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, after getting smacked, you kind of roll another charisma save for me. See
Charisma save?
if yeah.
No. That is
So you kind of
5.
as you get hit, you're like, oh, that's so weird, but this music is so good. And as you like you're shaking your head and like Dan, you shake your head and just duck at the same time, and he misses your head. He takes another swing. And she's like, man, this music is so good. Why don't you just dance, bro? Like, and he's just like, I'm going to kill you and take the soul coins for myself. Bitter breath is the winner here. And after that, there's one more bite that manages to finally get up. This guy is going to throw a javelin at the vehicle. That one actually does hit. For 8 points of damage to the vehicle, sir.
Oh no.
Oh, where was I recording that? There it is.
You've only taken a little bit of damage, to be honest. So.
Because javelins
like
can
nothing.
destroy vehicles in reality.
Caden, do a perception check for me as well as when you're looking in the background.
Okay, perception.
Yeah, because you're looking kind of backwards.
That is a 17.
17? Yeah, as you're dancing, you swear like you see this dust cloud in the background, so it's kind of coming towards you. Looks like there's a handful of vehicles. Probably, maybe the ones from before. Who knows? They're a little far away, and all that matters to you is the music. Maybe more people want to listen to the music.
Yeah, man.
After that, it's going to be back to John's turn.
Well, I was gonna say.
And the dust kind of clears, and you see this one bike kind of pulling up on the right. There's one more guy kind of like on it.
And there's still a car, right?
The car seems to have fallen behind.
So
it didn't crash, but it seems to like slowly have stopped out.
Can I aim at the bike?
Actually, no, it's still going. I forgot, but the pilot looks like he's dead.
Can I aim at the bike with my harpoon?
Yes.
Can I aim at the person on the bike with the harpoon?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so I'm going to use the harpoon to shoot the guy on the bike.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Nat 20. And that was my first attack.
Yeah.
I thought so. I wasn't even going to give the modifiers. Just Nat 20. So harpoon is 2d8 plus 2. So that's 4d8. So that's 10 plus 11 plus 3. That's 24 pierce damage with one harpoon.
So you'll see the first harpoon go through his chest, like as you kind of turn it to the right a little bit, and he just kind of like takes it, leans over and falls like kind of onto his bike as the bike keeps going.
Is there anyone else I can see with my harpoon gun?
You see vehicles, but you don't see anybody alive.
Right now. Then I will not use the harpoon gun again because there's no point using my second shot, and then I'll use my bonus action to shoot the guy on top of the car with the cannon.
Okay. We'll say roll a perception check because your cannon was slightly focused on the other one. It's not a very high check, but just to see if you notice him over Sean dancing around.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you don't quite have line of sight to hit him because Caden's in the way. But you can see him over his shoulder.
Do you think I would care if there's something in the way?
I'm just saying, you see the tiefling up there dancing around, listening to your joyous music?
Well, I can see...
And this other guy that has a sword, like, aiming down.
I can see through the cannon, so I would just turn the cannon around and shoot. If Sean's in the way, that's not my problem.
Yeah, I'm letting you know what you see.
Yep. So I'd turn the cannon around and shoot.
Alright. Take your shot.
17 to hit.
That's against Caden.
Yeah, 17 hits.
That's 2, That is 17 force damage.
Roll a dex check, Caden.
You also get pushed 5 feet.
That's why he's rolling a dex check.
Please tell me he's getting pushed into the guy on top.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you feel like this push right away, and you smack right into this dude. You do feel like the music is getting far away, and that you don't like it, but you also feel like immense amount of fucking pain in your back because you smack face first into this dude, as he just and just pushes back into the fucking dirt. Roll a dex save to see if you can grapple yourself with disadvantage because you're kind of charmed. And like music, no.
That is a 12.
12. You kind of tumble down. Say one more dex check. If you don't do so good, you might be going off the face.
Okay. 19.
19? Okay, you're just as you were sliding off, you kind of catch on a little bit. You're slowly pulling yourself up, but you're dragging off the ass of this thing, just barely hanging on to a loose, jagged scrap metal that kind of cuts into your hand.
Okay.
For two slashing damage you take, because you just managed to catch yourself, but you cut your hand a bit. You can make another charisma save too, by the way.
Okay.
See if you get over the music.
21.
Yeah, after that, you definitely, you're oh, what was that? It's so weird, and the music kind of you still hear it, but it's just feels really loud now. Especially, now that you're by the base, this is kind of where the speakers are. So you just hear, who gets the metal, it's
Do I need to make a constitution save to see if the cannon is still large?
Yes. Constitution.
Okay.
No, it's still medium. Yeah, so that shrinks down to
that was a solid 1.
Oh boy.
You lose your extra D4 damage.
I know.
That's fine. It made its use.
You, Caden, as you look behind you, you see what appears to be that same troop of trucks, but you see Mad Maggie kind of leading the way as she drives around, and this giant teeth mod vehicle just kind of crunches up another bike that's in the back, and this other guy, you see him get squished by one of the tires. You guys are still going, but you kind of it looks about maybe 150 feet away.
Oh, okay.
It does look like familiar vehicles, but nothing that you can quite make out. Huge deal from this distance, aside from Maggie's vehicle, because you watched it pull up earlier.
Okay.
You guys, I don't know what you guys are doing in the back, but it looks like all the enemies have kind of gone. You don't really hear combat anymore. Sarah, if you want to do me a dex check to see how well you continue operating this vehicle. Start to approach a couple of different, outcroppings and cliffs and stuff.
21.
21, not bad.
Yeah. Are there still... Is the guy whose car I was heating up, is he still there?
He's dead, but the car is still driving forward.
I love it.
And the bike recently just crashes as you guys go over a rock, and it just falls sideways. The other vehicle is still going, though. It jumped over it, keeps going. It's it looks like it's pretty sturdy kind of truck.
Cool.
Yeah, so you
So
guys...
there's no enemies around us right now.
Not from what you can tell, but as you're driving a bit forward, you hear a cackling on the side, and she's like, "You did it! We won! Oh, Maggie is the winner!" And she's driving around with this hand in her air, and she sees this black bag that's
Oh
hefty.
man, I didn't get to use hideous laughter.
You never know, we might have to do another time.
Who cares? Good job, team.
Well, she kind of pulls up. She's like, "Maggie's knucklebone gag is the best!"
Hey, we did it.
And you, as you're kind of talking, you see Lulu kind of she's fluttering a little weird. She kind of lands on your shoulder. She's like, "This feels so weird. I think I remember a fight like this once before. It's so scary back then. This place just reminds me so much of that old time."
Pat her on the head and I say, "Lulu, tell me everything you remember."
She's like, oh, it was so scary. And as she goes to try to toddle off, she's like, I'm just so tired, and she passes out.
Oh, not Lulu.
She's not like unconscious. She looks like she's exhausted to some degree.
I'm gonna pet her.
Let me pat her. She's fluffy.
Lulu.
She's like a little mammoth almost.
Oh.
You hear a cackling approach. Caden, do you want to roll a dex check to see if you can climb up on the vehicle?
Sure.
You guys, you can't or you can?
I cannot.
Oh boy, yeah, you're just still trying to hang on the back. You guys hear the Jeremy and John. You guys hear the laughing approaches.
Does
Maggie,
Jeremy really hear the laughing?
No, he doesn't. You're right. Roll a perception check, Jeremy, to see if you feel the rumbling, because this is a very big vehicle. Like, it's bigger than the ones that you guys were operating. John, you see this jagged tooth mod vehicle come up, and it's like, it looks like it has like a broken bike guardian. It's on like a dead guy, kind of like hanging impaled on one of the teeth.
I laugh.
19 on that one.
You see her swinging this giant bag. She's like, "Yeah, Knucklebone wins." You got 19. Yeah, you feel this giant this car has been kind of rumbling a little bit, but now it's just like banging off like it feels like you're in an earthquake more so than before. But you look out and you see this giant vehicle pulling up beside you. You see Maggie pull out another bag, and she's just like, "It's for your troubles, boys." It's like, "We'll go back to the den and we'll see what you get. We'll talk about my elephant."
How about my daughter? I want my daughter.
Well, I mean, I'm Maggie. I'm not really going to be your daughter.
I said, I want my daughter.
I want my elephant.
That's not my concern.
Well, if you want to get paid and keep that vehicle moving, you might want to follow me back to the scrap heap.
I look at the girl in front. That's all
I look at the guys and I kind of like mouth the words, "What should we do?"
I just say, I want my daughter.
There's nothing about that, you crazy clown. I look at Jeremy's character and I mouth the words again, "What should we do?"
Aiden, want to throw another dex check for me?
Sure. Okay.
You can tell what she's saying, Jeremy. Like, you can kind of read lips a little bit.
Did we win?
I look
Yes.
at him and I nod. And then I point at the elephant.
And I point at the elephant, and then I point at me.
And I nod too.
No.
Aiden,
I
slowly
shake my head and I say, "Mine."
And then
and you see
point
Maggie shaking these coins around like about 30 feet off.
while you're doing that. I look at the girl.
Correct you.
I look at the girl at the front, Jeremy, and I point at her and I point at me.
I shrug, and then I point back at the elephant. And I look very sternly, and then I point back at me.
And then I nod.
As per agreed upon, I will take this.
Not agreed upon. You can't have it.
And I can't hear you, so I just walk right past you, and I grab the elephant, and I stick it under my arm.
I am holding on to the elephant.
The elephant's passed out. You can roll a grapple check. Sarah, you can make a dex save to try to,
Then
see if you pull away. Jeremy has advantage because this creature's unconscious. So, acrobatics versus athletics are all that.
Unnatural 20.
23.
She's pretty slick. She pulls away. You don't quite
I'm
grab
not
the
giving up
elephant.
this elephant.
She sticks her hand in your face, shaking her finger back and forth.
And I shake my head in unison with her finger, and then I reach for the elephant again.
No, you can't have the elephant.
You are correct. You are wrong. Thank you.
No. I just say no.
Make another check. You feel the vehicle is slowly starting to move a little bit as the big vehicle has started to turn into yours and is directing it.
Can I sit down in the driver's seat, like move Sarah and like try to drive this thing?
I mean, she's in the driver's seat, and you see this big, burly paladin dude trying to grab an elephant, and you want to go and sit in the middle of it.
I'd grab her and just throw her out of the driver's seat, move them away.
No, gracious.
Okay, well, still waiting.
That's not
Jeremy,
a good
what's your grapple check on the elephant, and then you can roll yours, John.
I'm just trying to get in the driver's seat.
I know. I understand. There's also two people in the middle of that driver's seat fighting for an elephant. Not exactly space friendly right now.
An elephant the size of a dog.
It's a potbelly elephant, okay?
It really is.
It's my potbelly elephant.
Roll
It's
your
not
grapple
your
check there,
potbelly
Lee.
elephant. You don't even want it.
I do want it.
You don't even like it.
The best part is you think that. I have you believe that I don't want it.
Roll grapple check, Sarah and Jared, just to see one more time, and then John, you can.
I rolled really well again. I got 24.
Okay. Still have advantage, Jeremy.
First one was a 19. The second one was a 24.
Oh no.
Another roll, I guess.
Oh shoot. 11.
Just a straight roll, Jeremy, for this one.
Okay.
Just to kind of
9 plus 5 is 14.
Just to break the contestant. Yeah. So you like grab the scruff of like the elephant's on the rear.
So like back and forth with this elephant, and then I like snatch at her fingers. Thank you.
And then,
I say it again very sternly.
As you grab that, John looks up and starts to try to grab Sarah. So roll.
I yell at you and say, "Leave the elephant alone."
I don't try to grab her. I just try to move her.
No harm shall come to the
You
end.
want to move her out of the seat. She's in the seat. You got to grapple her to move her.
I roll a 16 plus my athletics, right?
Yeah.
16
And then
plus
Sarah did
6.
the same, but with disadvantage.
22.
You're preoccupied. 22.
Oh, I'm not doing well on this, no matter what. I got a 5 and a 4.
Yeah, you get ripped out of the driver's seat.
So as you lose the elephant, you're like, no! You feel this hand
like,
come across
Hayden,
your back.
You're managed to
and
get
just
on the top of this
move
roof
you.
now at this point. You see that Maggie is kind of drove into the vehicle a little bit and is kind of like trying to push the car towards the left. Like not like trying to smash into it, but just trying to like curve it back towards the fort.
John, I turn to you and I yell at the clown, "Dude, I'm better at this than you. Just let me drive."
You hear them shouting down below, Caden?
Can I use
And I continue to walk away with my new elephant.
I laugh
I mean,
at you.
you walk about 5-10 feet to the other side of the car, and you're kind of in the corner of the vehicle with an elephant.
I
It's about as far as you get.
I laugh at your
I
face.
follow
That's
you.
far enough for me.
I laugh
I
at
follow you.
Well,
Exactly.
I've got my back to you, so like every time you like come to go around, I like just turn my back, so you're always at my back.
I say, "Leave the elephant alone. She deserves."
And I begin to study this elephant. I want to see. No, I know there's something special about this elephant. I'm looking for tattoos or arcane ruins.
Before we get into that, John, did you want to do anything to change your vehicle's course, or are you just going to go along with where Maggie's
I'm
directing?
just going along with Maggie.
You're gonna go with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys pretty much go back. I'm gonna leave you on the hangar there, Jeremy. You're gonna study it if we come back, as you guys come to Maggie's fort to go get your loot, because we're gonna have to end it for now. You're running kind of late.
Oh, wow. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone who was watching. Holy crap. I gotta say, that was probably one of our most watched streams, so thank you all for watching.
Journey through hell.
That was
Who knows
awesome.
if we'll come back for another part? We'll see in the future.
Join us every Sunday for Sunday one-shots. Next week will be a different one-shot. I'm leading it. It's my birthday. It's something I've been preparing for a while, so we're going to do that. And then we'll probably continue this the following week. Wednesdays is our talk show days. Thank you all for watching so much.
We appreciate you all so much.
We really
Yes,
do.
very much.
Thank you for Nerdy
Do you
Drunken
have any-
Monkey Goblin for following. If anyone else wants to follow, we're not going to stop you.
Check out all the fun stuff.
If you ever
if
want
you
to
guys
be,
want to have any interesting character ideas or anything like that, or one-shot ideas, shoot us in the comments. And
if
all
you
that
want to
stuff.
be
We'll
on
checking
the
it out.
show, if you want to be on a one shot, just like us and just comment. And eventually, we'll bring you on. We'll put you on the Discord. We'll put you on the show. It's what we like to do.
It's true. You can play with us.
Yeah.
Be insane like us.
Just like
insane in the membrane.
And as I always say, I'm sorry you had nothing better to do, but thank you for watching. I have been C4. Beside me was Sarah Vike. Further down is the Great Grease Goblin. DMing was Insaniac. And being the big angry paladin, as always, is Sir Jeremy. And we are the villains of the Villains Talk Show.
Close out as he's staring at the open.
Follow Insaniac at twitch.tv/Insaniac. We have a YouTube. We have a YouTube.
Check out the Patreon.
All that stuff. Yeah.
The Villains Talk Show become a minion today.
Exactly.
This is like the chest song. Chest shake. Shake your chest at a club.
We need more like a news theme. You're right. But anyway, everyone have a good night.
This music doesn't scream villains to me sometimes. I like it.
I know.
I still think we should get that sound cut.